wibbly wobbly stuff. Timey-wimey stuff. Yippee-tappy-too-tar. Testing. Good. Ladies, evening, gentlemen, folks. Bing, bang, bong. I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. We are just getting our game underway, under which getting things happening. The wheels on the bus are going round and round. And just getting things in situ. Now let's flick on over to the game. Oh, I love that transition. It is awesome. So, they've changed stuff. They've changed stuff about how these click in here, and there have been significant changes to space scanners and telescopes since this file was created. Oh dear. Meteor showers have been disabled for 20 cycles to provide time to adapt. Oh, thank you very much. That's so kind of you. Please note changes may affect your colony. Automation is synced between all space scanners targeting the same object. Network quality based on the total percentage of sky covered. That could be the difference. We're not covering a huge amount of sky, are we? No. Industrial machinery no longer impacts network quality. Well, that's nice. And if you put a tile blocking, it blocks the telescope for the entire distance after the blockage, which really doesn't make a huge amount of difference. Okay. So, where were we? At the end of the previous thrilling episode. What did we do? We flew Ellie back home. The tree is now totally self-reliant, I guess. It's now fully automatic. Let's let things catch up. And there we go. Things are all... Lavini has rockets in orbit. Does it? I thought they'd landed by now. No, adaptable Vanessa is supposed to land here. Landing path blocked. Well, let's go to us. But yeah, Vanessa is right there. It should be okay. All right, fair enough. Go back to surface of Lavini. We'll override it. We'll let the doors open. Hopefully when it takes off again with its satellite now connected, its space scanner now connected, it should work now. But no, I wouldn't hold too much hope in it because look, it now gives you a range. It shows you its range of operations. So it hasn't got much visual range. Scan network. But it seems like they've got rid of the scanning quality altogether. It's just the network now. Okay, we'll detect incoming objects 91 seconds before they arrive. Well, that's good enough for me. Right, now we need to land our adaptable Venisat right here. See, that's changed to a number 1 already. Which implies the rocket's already landed. That's not the case. We've got to actually wait for it to land. Here she comes. Let's look on board. Yeah, she's got a worn Atmos suit, so we've actually locked this door, so hopefully she can't get out. Hopefully she can't get out and get singed. I thought we did this at the end of the last episode. I don't think it saved it properly, did it? Okay. Or it's loaded a different save file in. And hopefully she can't come out. She's stuck. We'll just leave it a few seconds for this 1000 degree carbon dioxide to be absorbed into space. And we are, yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Because I swear we had filled this rocket up at the end of the last episode, but it's doing it all again. That's very strange. And this is also going to show the floor of the system for the refueling, because it refuels very lovely. And then it'll refuel that one, and then it'll fly around, and as soon as it hits this, it will turn off that. Which we don't want it to turn off that if another rocket is coming down. Land, we need it to keep going. We either need an override from another rocket. I wonder if that would be possible. Yeah, you could have an override from each rocket saying, hey, no, don't stop yet. We're not loaded. But you don't know if it's loaded or not, do you? So you can't really tell. I suppose you'd have to have separate ones of these. So another one would come down and it would open another one. Own one. This one's automatically opening. Hey, look at that. Now we'll go. This is all done. Take a bit of a while, I guess. All right. You're allowed out now. Go back to Lavini. Let's grab Bubbles and make sure she moves indoors. I swear I'm getting memories of this. Yeah, go indoors. Make sure you go indoors. This is filling up. Now, if this was to fill up and then reach here, all the other rocket landed, it wouldn't be a problem. But what's going to happen here is this is going to fill up. It's going to start flowing around here, and it's going to get to here, and it's going to turn off this sensor. Now, there are a couple of ways we could get away with this. We could try and override this. That's by giving it a very long time on this filter gate. So that when the liquid hits here, the filter kicks in before it stops anything. If it goes for longer than what's on the filter, then it will stop. You basically have to have it going for a very long time before the filter would stop it flowing. I don't really like. I'd rather it just flowed a little and stopped. Here it comes. It's just coming up to the sensor. The sensor will tick for 5 seconds. And reset to 0, turning this off. Now while that's flowing over there, if this rocket was to land, which it will any second, it won't reset the fuel to flow. Yeah, we've definitely done all this before. That's weird. Basically, we need this to go, when this goes green from this one, we need it to somehow override the reset. Oh, we need the reset just to pulse. Now turn it. No. Yeah? Reset just needs to be a pulse. Doesn't need to be like that. Yeah, that would do it. Because this is now should be resetting it to come back on, but it's not. that instead of that being on all the time. Oh crap. You just got hurt. Your interior. Atmos suit. Bubbles. That wasn't Bubbles, that Atmos suit. That was Ellie's. Let's chat through that up. She'll get scolded again on her way back in. Don't worry about filling that with oxalate, you muppet. Ellie, put it on. The darn thing on, would you? Now you may leave. Or Mike the Rocket is grounded. Excellent. Now you can go off and do your own thing. Now, okay, right. I think I've figured out what the problem is here. Because this is now flowing, but this was stopped because it was running over this symbol, this signal. When that runs over that, we only need a pulse after 5 seconds just to reset this. We don't need a huge, great, long song and dance all the time the petroleum is flowing. We just need a pulse. We need to build our... I think it'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Don't see why not. We need a... what was it? A couple of kissing knot gates. Another knot gate there. And a... we need a buffer sticking outwards. And we need a... what is it? Is it an OR gate? I think it's an OR gate. But it has to be flipped around like that. Double check in a minute, because we've got a couple of these built now. So that goes around like there. That's your output. That goes like so. That gets snipped off. I don't know how this goes. Yeah, that's in there. Okay. So this is the output that's got to go to feed to this. That's the easiest way of getting around here. Not the easiest, is it? Come on. Build it, you damn thing. What's it doing? Righty. And then we'll have a bridge. Bridge. Automation bridge. And we can deconstruct a couple of these bits here. And that is better now, because we can set this buffer to 1 second. That's all the pulse will be. The output pulse from that will be 1 second long. Awesome sauce. Yeah, I think I've missed out some wires here. Or they can't actually reach it. A ladder there. And then I believe it goes in there. That's correct, that's correct, that's correct. And then this bit's got, hang on a minute, that doesn't look right. Yeah, that's right. There we go. I think that's right. Double check. We can go down to our we've done it on its side here. 2 kissing, one that way, 1 facing out, and an OR gate. Yeah, that's correct. And how did we wire it? That's like a... that goes into there, that goes there, that goes there, and that comes out, and that's your output. Okay, yeah, we did it right. Maybe on its side, but we did it right. Where is it? There it is. So, In the future now, when a rocket lands, as long as it's when it's refueled, wrong button. When it's refueling, after 5 seconds of refueling, it will send a ping to this thing that will reset that. That's right. Just bring your materials, chuck them on the floor because you want to go to lunch. That's perfect. So yeah. So instead of messing around, we don't need all of this stuff. That can be deconstructed. And I believe there's a bit of wire there that can go as well. Bit of power wire there can go. So now I'd like to dock 2 rockets at the same time and see if that actually works. Right. This one's getting refilled, but the problem with this one was when the engine is running, it has power, right? But when the engine stops, there's no power. But this one's got solar panels, which was powering like various parts of the thing. So the only way to do that, in my opinion, would be no, because I think you need 2. Because it was supposed to be exploring, but there wasn't enough power for this thing. So if I look power, 120 watts. I go back to Lavini. How much do these things provide? Solar panel module. Does it even say how much they make? I think it's also dependent on... No, because it wouldn't be dependent on where they are in space. That would be silly. It's going to be bright. I wouldn't have thought. If I click on there and I come down to the solar panel. Hey, yo, Stomp. How are you, Stomp? I'm trying to say Stomp properly because when I watched my video back, it sounded like I'm saying Stump. No, I'm sure he's not Stumpy. He's more Stompy than Stumpy. But it sounded really like I was saying Stomp. I also noticed a bit of microphone crackle. I don't know if you've heard any of that. There's definitely some crackling going on. I'm like, hey, that shouldn't be doing that. What's going on here? And let's check out. Does it say anything about this? Yeah, that's only saying stuff about the petroleum engine. So let's try clicking on that and seeing what it says about that. Convert sunlight to power, 60 watts. Yeah, see? 60 watts of power. Yeah, there's definitely a crackle every now and again, and it's quite annoying because I went to great lengths to not have that happen, and then it does. So I think when I explored before with this rocket, it was because it's got 2 solar panels, it was actually making enough power. I don't think this one, there's no space to put a solar panel on now. I went there. And I went, oh, maybe there is enough room for us. Can you squeeze a solar panel on there? Oh, you sneaky. Right, in that case, we need to get rid of that artifact transport. If we want to use this one to explore space, we need to get rid of that artifact transport because we need 2 solar panels to generate enough power to run that when the rocket's stationary. It needs 120 watts. That's the reason things were going a bit pear-shaped before. I wondered why, because when we were here, it's slowly dragging out. Yeah, we were parked somewhere around here, and I don't know, she just wasn't searching things. That's different, isn't it? This seems like something's happened. I reckon it's something to do with their update. Things are looking a bit more explored than I thought they were. There's a temporal tear. There's Toasty. There's the sand planet. Small cold world with plenty of craters. Space biome, regolith, and barren. What's this one? H. Terralin. That's the one with the water planet. Yeah, the aquatic biome. And this is the Moo one. Moo planet, full of moo shrooms. And what's this one? This one's Frigilia. Sub-zero temperatures. Let me double check. Hello? Oh, yeah. I think this is the one, isn't it? That's the, yeah, that's the thing. 2 dead rovers with a bit of steel we left there from them. And I think this is the temporal tear opener. Well, that's where we want to go. Where was that? Let's double check. That was here. Well, that's pretty close by, isn't it? Have they changed the shape of space? No, I don't think so. I just think we haven't been there. Okay, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we could get to, say, there, we could probably scan a lot of this. Fly back. Maybe to there, yeah. We may have to go to Frigilia anyway to put a rocket platform down so that we can get there and back again. Right, let's see. Did this close? No, we overrid that one. So we overrode, not overrid. Overridded. Yeah, sounds like your age, won't you, Marco? So they've done some weird things with space scanners now. Look at that. That's with no mods. It does that by itself now. And it shows you the range it needs. And it's they've got rid of the normal scan quality, and it just says scan network now. So they network together. All the satellites you have doing the same thing. With our network, we detect things 91 seconds before they come. So that is perfectly fine for opening our doors or whatever we're doing here. This little bit. This door will definitely close. It only takes 36 seconds to shut. So it will shut before anything attacks or hits the thing. And if it's telling the doors to be closed, then the rocket can't take off. So that's good as well. Rocket can't take off until this door opens, and it shouldn't open the bunker door until the meteor shower is gone. So theoretically, that should work. Now, quickly putting in our pulse machine here with 1 second. Pulse means that when the petrol gets over here for 5 seconds, as long as it gets over there for 5 seconds, that filter will then let through a green signal, which will power this, which will create a pulse. So what we need it to then do is create a pulse for each... oh dear. Yeah, create a pulse for each rocket. That might not work. Oh, the range is blocked from the middle. Yeah, that's what it showed on that picture of the telescope. If you block a thing right in the middle, then it's blocked from the middle out to the edge of its range. The whole area is blocked. If you block just this one tile, then all of this area will be blocked from there out. That makes kind of, I don't know. It said it was quality of life. I think this is quality of life, being able to see the range. That's definitely an improvement. But I think if they were going to add an improvement, they needed to stop this piling up on top of the doors so that you can, not have that to deal with. Or allow the what they call these robo miners to shoot through. Ooh, hang on, they do. They've changed it. They shoot through there now. Now that's different. So that means that you can actually shoot down solid materials. That is definitely different. But it does also mean you still have these things still need to be cooled down. You can't just stick it there and let it work. But what that does mean now is we could raise this what is it? Glass? Yeah, probably glass. To here, put that thing on it, And they would all be able to see straight through it because it doesn't bother them anymore. They're not bothered by machinery or anything anymore. So that's interesting. Unfortunately, this means we can't take the artifact transport. We're going to have to deconstruct it. If we want to use this rocket as a, an exploring device. Right, okay, so that's that bit done. Thinking of putting this out this side, a row of, and seeing if a tiny petrol rocket would actually be allowed to go further. I don't think so. I don't think anything you can do to a petroleum rocket will make it able to go more than 20 tiles. Let's go. Another solar panel, please. Yeah. Solar panels are made of glass. Are they? Interesting. So, well, this one's all ready to go. It doesn't have a battery, but at least it has artifact transport and a rover and a trailblazer. So I think I'm going to just send Bubbles back out in this one. Change crew. Sorry, Ali. Not your turn. Bubbles' turn. Bubbles, screw it up, please. And we will change the destination for this one. See how far we can get. If we go to there, that's only 7 out of 8 tiles. What? No, hang on. Don't bother, Bubbles. We've got something to do here. Don't worry. You don't have to. Okay, fair enough. The reason being, it hasn't refueled because of that. Because we made this pulsar. Yeah, we made the pulsing machine. We have to... Thing is, the pulsar will pulse that and then go out, right? If a second rocket lands... Is there an easier way to do this? Is there an easier way? We could use one of those pulse. Yeah, there's one that all I'm doing is I'm opening a internet browser. For fear of saying names, but I don't think people care these days what they say. Other browsers do apply. Search engines. We're going to type useful automation gadgets. And the top response is from Clay forums. If I've actually done it right. No, I've done it wrong. Can't spell. There we go. Right, only useful automation gadgets. And there's one called a pulse clock, which is very simple. It's just a NOT gate and a buffer. And it just keeps going off, on all the time. I was wondering if we could, if that's powered, because the petroleum would be flowing through here. If we had that here, it would just keep sending a pulse, which would keep continuously resetting this all the time while it's flowing. So if another rocket did land, it would still continue flowing. Would it not? No. It wouldn't. Hang on. No. Would it? Yes. Oh, no. So the new rocket land, and then it would signal, which one was it? This one flows from here. That's this one. That'll be this one coming down here. Yeah, so it comes from here. It says the rocket's landed. It comes up here, goes in and resets this one for the water. And it comes up and resets this one for the fuel. That's why I only said it would travel eight tiles, because it hasn't reset the fuel. It landed too soon after this one landed. So if that then put in there, this constantly ticking would also just reset it, wouldn't it? Yeah, that wouldn't work. Nope, that's not going to work. So how do we do this? There's got to be a way of doing this. I shall think about it. What I think would be a way of doing it, it's not as brilliant as I would like, but it would be to have multiple of these liquid shutoffs, one for each rocket. Each one of these shutoffs is controlled independently by the rocket landing. So this one, let's say for this rocket, but then we'd have a separate one for the next rocket. That would literally control its own fuel delivery. It was elegant. I think there's a way of doing it with the automation, but I actually don't think this pulse is going to work because it's going to send out a pulse and reset this, right? The rocket's going to land and then send a signal here, change that to a 1, which is going to start it flowing again. Well, as long as there's a gap, and as long as the gap is longer than 5 seconds, I think it should work. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. The only way to refuel this rocket at the moment would be to find this signal saying the rocket's landed and cut the wire. I believe I've already done before, so I've got feelings of... this feeling that I've done this feeling before. Vujade, the feeling you've had this feeling before, several times over. Yeah. That is now flowing because it's been reset, and so is the water. Everything's... If I open my blueprints and I crash my game... yeah. Blueprints is available. Where did I put my blueprints anyway? Harvest, mop, reap, liars. Yeah, okay. Yeah, wasn't blueprints down here somewhere, or have they moved it now? I definitely used to have blueprints. Yeah. It disappeared. I don't see it. Oh, I do see. Unlock these ones. Is that the ones you meant? Puffed Atmo suit? Oh my word, look at that. That's awesome. Fitter forward protective gear for the intrepid explorer. How are we doing? Brent! Basic shoes. Unremarkable. Any more? Oh, okay. That was it. That was it. I believe that's what you meant by blueprints. I thought you meant the blueprints mod I used to have. Yeah, it stopped working, or it crashed my game a couple of times, and I was like, ugh. So now we've got 2 of these, we could just send this rocket, couldn't we? We have got the facility to mine something if we send this rocket, whereas this rocket we could actually land somewhere or drop a rover off. Actually, yeah, we're taking this one because I want to drop a rover off. That is now filling up with delicious petroleums, and we will see if our pulse will reset it properly. Is it every time they do an update they give you gifts now? That's what it is. Thank you, Clay, for my lovely dates of doom. Hey, the water, I'm not so bothered about the delivery service of water because you use so little of it that, you know, if your rocket's automatically going backwards and forwards doing stuff, then as far as I can see, you're probably all right. You know, it's just gonna eventually it'll fill up. It'd be very unlikely if you flew away, came back several times over, and never got your water re-topped up at some point during it. Whereas the fuel, very important. You need that topped up. So yeah, we will wait for the fuel to redo. And it's coming back round. Here it comes. Here it comes. Straight over those, because they've already been filled. And then it should come to this automation, which should send out a 1 second pulse and turn that off, resetting it. That's the middle one, the middle rocket. Okay, good. Change to that view. I can see the fuel still pulsing along. Bubbles. And this is a 5 second delay. So just to make sure it isn't a random dot affecting the whole system. And boom, reset. It doesn't matter how long that stays on now. This is now reset until that fuel ends. Oh, go in the wrong direction. Go out, not in. Right, so if a rocket was to land now, there would be a big gap here, which should then trigger it to start flowing again, because this is reset and it's not constantly powered while the fuel is going over here. This isn't constantly powered anymore. So it may actually work. Yeah, the only way to tell would be to send a couple of rockets out. That is what I want to do. But if we send this rocket out, we need to do some work on it first. We need to deconstruct that thing. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. And also I'm going to get rid of this. Go as well. We'll keep that one, obviously, because that's full of our oxalite to breathe by. It should be nicely overpressurized by now. 148 kilos of pressure. Yeah, that's a few atmospheres worth, isn't it? So what are we going to do? We're going to make that a bedroom again. Build that back up into a bedroom. And yeah, we're going to get all of this stuff done. What is that? ISO resin. Oh yeah, we brought some ISO resin back with us, didn't we? I remember now. Can you get rid of those? Thank you, guys. Thank you. If I want rocketry, I would like a new telescope, please, placed back there again. Before everybody leaves. Camille, would you like to move back there again? You might build it. You might get the job. No. Fair enough, fair enough. It wasn't a very exciting job anyway. Actually, I'll cancel sweeping all the junk, because anything on here will be useful, maybe, when you go to another asteroid. The wardrobe for astronauts was added in today's update. The puffed one to commemorate the event. Oh, you also got a green Atmo suit. Nice. I really should check the updates, shouldn't I? I should have checked the updates before I started, but I clicked on. I thought, well, I haven't streamed. I haven't managed to stream for like a day and a bit. So I was like, crikey, I've got to get on. And yeah. I didn't look. Been stupendously hot in my flat, and the neighbours keep playing copywritten music, so I don't really want to be streaming while they're doing. Did you climb on there to use it? Bloody did you? Ha ha ha, that's brilliant. She did. She jumped on there and peeked through, and then it ran out of power. Right, so this is all done now. It's all fueled up and ready to rock and roll. This is all done. There is no gift in there for us. We've got a rover, we've got a trailblazer, we have a nose cone. Let's just who are we crewing up? Bubbles. Yeah, crew up Bubbles. Crew it up. Let's get you gone. Let's get you gone. For the first time, we're down below 20 million calories. The barbecue is plummeting. Look at it. Under 2 million. Yep, good job too. That's exactly what you're here for. Reminding me about stuff that I missed. Awesome sauce. Right. Now we can actually give you a direction in space. Organic mass, 8 tiles. Can go to there. We can't go to there, but we can go to there. Let's go. Off your jolly... actually. Destination. I want to go to the... Fragilia's... Is it Fragilia? No, I think it's the other one I wanted. Oh, well. Let's check the star map. I don't think it was Fragilia, was it? Oh, yes, it was. Yeah, this is the one I want to land on. I don't think we've got enough space, though, to build a... No, we need... Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Right, yeah, I do want to land here. But I don't think we've got enough. I can't even read that, can you? Even at the lowest point. Can I read that? Is that 38? No, crap. No, don't do that. Just letting go. Don't let go. That's not me doing that. That's something weird. Oh, crap. I'm trying to get... I'm trying to get to sea. Oh, madness. 35, 36 to there, 38 to there. Where was that level? So, theoretically, there is enough room here. Because one of those landing things is 12, 12 tiles. No, 7 tiles. And we've got 9, we've got 10 tiles of space there. So theoretically, we could actually drop down and drop a landing pad here. Yeah. I'd rather dig out all of this, to be fair. Put the landing pad there. But you'd have no food, no oxygen, nothing. Just your suit while you're digging it all out. That's not brilliant, is it? Let's go back to Lavini. Guessing that, yeah, we missed the launch. It's already launched and closed up after it. So, now what are we going to do with this rocket then? This one's got everything installed. I was thinking of, now if we could afford a fan, a pump in here, we could actually put a proper door lock there. We could put a proper, where is it? Station. Atmosuit checkpoint. As they come out of the... Now, I know there used to be a problem. Last time I built one, I ended up with all my dupes sat in the rocket with no suits on. And it was a nightmare. We had to tell them all to put their suits on. So if we put an Atmosuit dock there and deconstruct that door. Second dock there. And we put a... Now, how much air is here? There isn't much in this one. This one's not a good one to do it on because I haven't used it very much. I was going to say, if it had 140 tons of kilos of pressure in here. You could just put a pump there and pump it into the suits. That'd be awesome. I think we'll put a suit dock in, but we'll have to do it manually. Oh man, that would be horrible. Oh well, we're not going to bother with that until this room has got a lot more oxygen into it. Yeah. I don't see why we couldn't oxygenate it from the from all the oxalite we have on board, but no, they don't let you do that. So if I change crew and we go, Bubbles can't do it, but we'll untick her. They aren't here. And we find good old Ellie. She's slow at it, but she's getting better. She's getting better. Before we do Ellie, let's actually go to her skills, because I don't think I respect her. She's got some weird old skills at the moment. Got a rocket pilot thing, and that's a high. +2 science and virtual planetarium usage, so we might give her that. She leaves. And I don't think she needs any of those skills. And she doesn't need critter ranching anymore. But yeah, I'd like to just load her up on the rocket. Yeah, we could definitely install a mini pump. Problem with installing a mini pump, there's plenty of spots to squeeze one in, but the problem with a mini pump would be that he's mini, it's such a tiny amount. Put that power outlet, I don't know, there would be a spot that you can't put it there because it's on the plastic. It's got to be on like the chassis of the rocket, as far as I know anyway. So if we were putting 2 of those here and the dock there, couldn't even put it there, and you can't put it here because this all classed as telescope. So we'd have to get rid of that tile there and put it up there. Then we'd have a nice 4 squares for a pump. I suppose we could put it in the bedroom. I'm not sure it would affect the bedroom. Bedrooms are usually pretty good. But 4 square pump would be okay, but it's so power, hungry. It's like 240 volt. Watts or whatever it is. Yeah. So a small one would be okay, but it takes forever. You just want the dupe to come in, take his suit off, and by the time they've done whatever they got to do, eat, sleep, whatever, that suit is ready to be worn for the next day. Which is why on one of the rockets, I installed a gas tank at one point, but I think we deleted that. Yeah, this has got large oxidizers, smaller ones, a large cargo bay, and a drill cone, because this one was going to be the one for doing a bit of explorations. What have we got in here? I haven't really checked this one out. Right, okay. This one's all set up as well. And no power. Yeah, there's power from this, and it goes crisscross, so you can power anything you want. Yeah, there's 2 food ones. I would move those out of here. Probably move that up to there then and have the food ones here. Don't think that matters. Yeah, we'll deconstruct you. We'll build that back up there. Then we can move the food over. Even this one's better. It's got 19 kilos of oxygen in here. I think we just need to get a dupe in this one and get them using it. So, even if it's just flying around. Let's just check. That's definitely set to Ellie, and we can go change. And we could... Oh, there's a slime meteor coming. Might not let us take off. Where are we going to go? Salty. Forested. What's that one? Gas giant. Radioactive. I'm sure we hadn't explored that one before. Radioactive gas cloud, another one. Radioactive asteroid field, which is slightly different. Let's see, what's there to explore over this side? I don't think we've been down here properly, have we? Let's go down there with this one. There you go. Gives you somewhere to go. And crew you up. And you should now, fully automatically, this should now be automatic. This should open, launch, and it can't open if the meteor shower happens. As far as I understand, meteor shower happens. Oh, that's much nicer. Look at that. That's much easier. Quality of life upgrade. Scan network is still only 45%, but those two are scanning meteor showers. And this one, technically also scanning meteor showers just to open and close this door. You could run it from this one, I guess. But then you'd have to send a long wire. Now let's cut that up. Hopefully these guys are powered, are they? Limited line of sight. What do you mean limited? You've got loads of line of sight. Yeah, they've definitely done something. Maybe it's because that's in its vision field. And this one's got that. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. Let's check. Adaptable Venisat food. Where are you, Ellie? Move to here. What's wrong with Ellie? Moderate wounds. What the heck happened to you? Oh dear. Ellie. Let's hope your wounds are less painful. Enjoy your enjoy your flight. Huh. Should be taken off now. There we go. Why did that just instantly pop out? That was stupid. They came out and went back in again. I think buildings limit the blaster sight. Okay, probably, yeah. Definitely indicate that they do, but it said on the blurb that they were making it less. There we go, that's better. Now it comes back out. Now this should close. Going to close? Are there any doors there to close? No, it melted my doors. I've definitely done some weird things here. What about this? This one's safe. Yeah, it destroyed my doors. My doors broke. That's not brilliant, is it? We'll see. We will see what happens next. Especially when they come back to land. I think these are nice high priorities. They actually get built before that slime storm occurs. Hopefully. Hopefully. Anybody? Anybody coming? Probably drop out here. Through the pipe. Anybody coming to build things for me? No? Somebody just whizzed past. Somebody's got something. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. They're going to build things. Awesome sauce. That's excellent. I like that. Drop that abyssalite on the floor, and these are all ready. Let's buzz down and have a look. Someone's going down there to pump this one out. Well. 21.8. Okay, fair enough. He's awake now. That one's next activity, 30 cycles. Yeah, okay. We've got 30 cycles to get in there and do that, so I'm not bothered too much. I think this one's completely died now. We could dig this out if we wanted to, but I'm kind of inclined to leave it there as a relic. Relics of the past. Ah, appropriate. A fungal spore. How lovely. Must say I'm very pleased with how well this has performed, this series. It's been very good. It's been improved since we dug up there and put this thermo sensor in. We did a little bit of open surgery on it and did that. That was quite good. I'm very pleased other than that. 295 degrees coming into here. I just got to push it a few extra degrees to pop it into petroleum. That seems to be quite standard, sitting there at 408. I find that quite good. I'll say, I'm very pleased with that. Next time we'll build like rad rockets instead and have a massive red bolt storage system. This time it seems to have been concentrating on the petroleum rockets, just because we're pumping out so much petroleums. That must be a 5-cycle save game or something. Let's have a drink. Even if it wasn't, let's have a drink anyway. I think it was. Alright, let's check our star map. We've got one coming over to explore over here. We got a slimy meteor incoming, unidentified there. And, yeah, Bubbles is on her way to here. I was going to say like a rocket, but, you know, that's kind of appropriate, I guess. Like a rocket. I kind of wish I'd picked this to go here instead, because it's kind of more central. There's more places she could scan from there. But we're already going here now. I mean, I guess you can change it. Oh dear. Excuse me. Alright, let's go back to... Actually, I want to go to... over to... just to double check how the meteors are affecting over here. Completely sealed off. Now, I did notice before when I was watching my own footage back. Now, it's interesting that you can get so engrossed in what you're doing. You don't notice things like this. I did not notice that was not working. It literally, something had come through, smashed through this tile, and smashed through that. Maybe melted its way through, I don't know. That is only glass. Because a piece of hot enough material would have just melted through. So that's interfering with our scan quality. Incoming object detected, they both say. This one doesn't say anything because it's got a missing tile, so we'll get that replaced. But I didn't want to make their base tiles out of the steel ones, these things, bunker tiles, because then the solar panels would be affected. Solar panels won't get anything while this is on. Yeah, it must still be on. Yeah, we can see it's on there. What's that? Russell's Teapot. How far away is Russell's Teapot? Yeah, that's a bit further away. To get that and get back, we'd need 11 tiles. We've only got 10 each way on petroleum rockets. I don't think they could get back with it. I've not actually abandoned a rocket in space before, so I'd find that quite interesting. Never done it, so it'd be interesting to try. They did build those, so something did go slightly awry with the this. I think I'd left that on or something, so when it power edit didn't work right. This works all right, doesn't it? This one comes from the bottom and goes over to there. That comes from this one that says sends a green signal when the rocket is ready, and sends a green signal to that. If you send a green signal to that, it launches the rocket automatically. So that one launches the rocket. Rocket won't launch because the doors are shut, which means the signal comes through here, opens the doors. Also shutting these. They're open most of the time. That shouldn't have done that weird sort of bobbing thing. So just have to get used to stuff, I guess. Rockets in orbit. Okay, let's go to star map. And very slowly. Okay, Frigilia. Rockets in orbit. Now, we have a choice here. If we drop her down, we could put a platform here. Just build it. There's enough materials here to build it with, and a couple of rovers to destroy. Build the platform, cool the rocket down, and then just land and take back off again. And then go and do what we got to do. We can send another rocket here that will land here with the express intention of uncovering the temporal tear opener machine and maybe relocating the landing platform over here. That would be their job. So we would want to drop. There's enough material there to make one landing platform. And there's another 100 in these guys each. 100 material, kilos of steel. So we could drop another rover down. That would give another 400 plus those two 600. So you'd need 200 more. Because you'd have a rocket on the platform over this side. So you wouldn't be able to destroy it and build it over here with your rocket there. I don't think your rocket could take off if you did that. Hey, there's another one. Sprint. Basic aqua pants. Nice. Sweet. I think you're supposed to get 3 things each time as far as I read. There's something in there. Another iron volcano. Oh, I'm tempted to bloody do that one, you know. Tempted to. Yeah, I am. So, what have we got on her rocket? She is now in orbit over Frigilia. Which one is it? Didn't it used to do it like that? The rocket would be on the actual one. I don't know which one's which now. I think it's Space Station L. Bubbles, did I forget to tell you to ditch it? No, you've been breathing all the air in now. Won't be no air in your suit. Crap. Oh, well, I think that answers that question. Yeah, there's no spare suits on here either, so there's no, I'm not doing that. But we could definitely put a pump in here. Is there plastic here? Yeah, there is. So if we, yeah, you don't really want to be deconstructing your rocket control station while you're on the rocket. That seems kind of bad idea to me. Although I don't see why you couldn't. That needs to be. So what I think we'll do. Yeah, what's this one got? 100. See, we actually could. Is there any steel up here? No, there's nothing. Obsidian fridge. There's a steel door. Why do you always get the worst durability suits? Oh well. I don't think we'll bother. I think we'll drop a rover. I think she's got to stop first. Still moving, so it won't let me. I think that's the reason. I didn't see if these worked during the storm. I should have gone and checked. Oh well. Even that has a targeting beacon icon to show you. I wonder if this thing does. Yeah. Ah, that's a much nicer. So that building isn't actually preventing the blaster from seeing up here, though, is it? So that's interesting. So what I want to get done here is, what I was thinking of doing is, we're going to take some of this polluted water that's cold. We're going to drip it in here just to make up the fact that this water level is dropping, and it's definitely dropping fairly well. So we could use that cold water to build up this amount so that we can feed it to our bog buckets and to our fertilizer makers. And also just take the edge off it, because it comes out of here at 30 degrees. So the way I'd want to do that is like have a thermosensor in here wherever we drip the water in. And then use the thermosensor to say, no, it's getting too cold, don't add any more. You know, might be kind of dripping it all in and, you know, making one area really chilled. And the other way I suppose we could do it is just have a row of dropper emptiers. And then as it flows, it will... what are you doing there? Wrangle. Yeah, as it flows, it will automatically drip out of each single one. Different. That's another way to do it, I guess. And has this finally caught up? No, look at that. 160 kilos sat there at 30 degrees. Oh well, the system's running. Yeah, by the time it's sent any sulphur over, we'll be all old pensioners. I'll have grown a double-length beard by then. Got cobwebs on my forehead. Crikey. Yeah, there's 25 tons of sulphur sat there waiting to be swept out. I guess we've just got to speed this thing up. Ridiculous. Let's make it a minute then, see if that helps. See if that helps at all. How long's this one? Has that got long enough to sweep out whatever's here before that one goes and kicks in and sends another batch? Alright. Space Station L. Flight status. That's Bubbles' rocket. Yeah, we're gonna deploy a rover, I think. Another rover. If you right click just as it takes you back to space, you can watch your little rover landing. Same with the Trailblazer. Deconstruct your crate cube. Now, if there was a lower part here, I would be more inclined to want to land. But this is where I wanted to break in. I don't really want the rocket here. Bad spot. Whereas here, it's got lots of area to blast its heat into. It's not going to affect anything. So, little rover, you're going to have to go and join your friends over here, aren't you? Can we even get you to move? I'll tell you what we can do. We can put down the platform. We can get them to put the materials in it. How are we going to build it? Right there will be fine. Please build that. And what is this? This is granite. I don't think you can dig granite. So how are we going to get the rocket? I know what we're going to have to do. We can build a fire pole, because we can't build any metal ladders or anything. But how's the pilot going to get out? We need it to be back to Lavini. Our rockets are all shaped like this, so it's the petroleum engine and then that. So if you go from the height of the rocket platform and you go up, you need at least four ladders. Yeah, 4 high. Yeah, you need it at least. That's 5 high there, is it? Yeah, that's 5 high. Is that right? Yeah, let's check in. Yeah, 5 high. Okay. Let's go back to oh, hang on. Let's give her another destination. You got 15 tiles to go, have you? You go to there. Right. Then we can go back to Regilla. Now they can put that in, but they can't build anything else. So you've got materials. Ah. Oh, I know. He's going to use all of that, isn't he? So there's no materials to build from. He's got to destroy his old friends. Give me some materials to make the fire pole with. I mean, they won't be able to do it. They're going to have to land by... Yeah. They're going to have to land anyway by Trailblazer. And then call the rocket. Build that. Stand back and call the rocket to land. And they can get back in and take off. That wouldn't take too long. But I don't want to do it with a Atmo suit that is... Hey, I hope you got materials there. 100 kilos of steel. Yeah, you did. I thought it just diddled us out of our materials. Don't you dare diddle me out of my materials, please. Yeah, we got to come through and we got to basically remove all of this, widen this, because I don't think this is wide enough. Right, so that should be 200 kilos. That's got a construction errand. But now we've got 200 kilos of metal. We can actually build a fire pole. Now, where do we want to build it? There or there? I think we can build it there. If we go to there, we should have just enough to build it. I've not seen if a rover can go up and down a fire pole. That would be an interesting thing to watch. See if he can do it. I don't know if he can. I know they can go down ladders, so I don't see why a fire pole is any different. Got his weird little grabby arm thing. He can grab the fire pole with. By the way, he jumps and leaves his metal behind and then it catches up with him. Poor little rover. Destroyed his buddies. I guess he can't build the fire poles either. No, you can stay there forever then. Sorry, guy. He can't dig in because he can't get in here. And even if he could, everything's made of like materials he probably can't dig through. This is all granite here. And then make sure there's a nice long piece of granite. Yes, he could dig through this side though. If we could get him in. And there's huge swathes of materials he can't dig through. They're not very useful on this place, but they're very useful on the slime planet. Interesting. So we could get rid of that now, I guess. Or we could build another rocket on this side. We have ended up with a lot of materials, but I think we would need a liquid hydrogen rocket in order to actually get to the edges of the star map. Because I just looked for that. Where is it? Mind my scan. Russell's teapot. And we actually can't make it there, I don't think. Not with one of these petroleum rockets that can do 20. We could get there, but we wouldn't be able to get back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. We are just a smidge out of being able to get to the edge. That is obviously done, but on purpose by the game designers. To make sure you have to build the highest tech rocket to reach the furthest extremes. Fair enough, I suppose. But I didn't really want to build one in this series. I might build a massive one next series. So, you know, trying to avoid it if I can. We've built other things this series. So I wanted to make like a massive sort of red bolt chamber storage thing, you know. Everybody builds like by sort of concentration over pressure from the waste product from the red bolt reactors. And then get masses of red bolts instantly. So yeah, as those are very popular to build, I was trying to sort of do something different. But yeah, let's see. I don't think this is even being swept out, is it? Seems to be the same amount as was in there before. Or is that actually being swept out and that's doing its job how it's supposed to be? Let's just check. That triggers that. Let's that sweep it out. Awesome. It picks up 160 in one mouthful. It's not a problem. It counts down and drops another batch. As soon as the first piece of that hits this sensor, it resets everything. Turns it all off. And this bit of sulfur sits here cooling down. It's already 30 degrees. I thought it was really hot in here. 39 degrees. Oh, it's picking up from this batch, isn't he? That's 34, and this batch is still 65 degrees. Crikey. We could increase this again. Make it a bit more units. Which will restart this again. Make it a lot quicker. It means the material will come out a lot hotter. Heck, let's see what it does. It's already 30 degrees, so it doesn't really matter, does it? If we made the materials come out sideways and drop down, had the sensor there or there, then we could actually either put a temperature sensor here that could override it or trigger it a bit quicker. And then that would automatically pumps all of that out. Got plenty of time to sweep, so we could actually half this. That now pulses and lets some more come in. Oh yeah, I like it. It is working, it's just not the best liquid material to use. We could send over some supercoolant and that would work a lot better. And the volcano is erupting again, so this is going to be a lot hotter now. And there was definitely no point putting the turbine on top, because I don't think it's made steam ever since. It hasn't even got hot enough to melt the gas pump. But this little system is actually working. How temperature is that? 30 degrees. I'm going to actually click on that and make that 200 units. A lot more units. There you go. I think that overrode it, didn't it? Yeah, just managed. Oh, I don't think it did. It dropped it just at that moment. Oh well. It'll get it next time. That one will be useful to use, the correct one. That's now down to 30 seconds instead of 90. Not giving it much time to have a bath. As long as it keeps taking from here or this end, the hot stuff's in the middle. Sweeps it out. I should pick all that up in one mouthful. Yep, it has. The timer is got 10 seconds now, so you could probably make that even quicker. What's the temperature in here? Still getting pretty cheap stuff, pretty low temperature stuff. Yeah. How much is it dropping through? Crikey. The reason I'm doing it more in increments is because I know it can put 1,000 kilos in one pickup, one swoop. It can pick up 1,000, dump it in here. These loaders can take 1,000 kilos, and this sweeper can pick that up in one go if it's available. Oh, that's a nice thing. Look at that. See the outline shape a lot clearer now. That's much better. Oh, I do like that. I do like to be beside the seaside. Right, here we go. That's sweeping it all out. One mouthful. That's perfect. We could make that 300. Let's make that even more. It goes up to 500 units. So once he starts taking from the middle, though, I think he has taken some bits from the middle, maybe. I want to make sure that it's not too cold, but I think like this is kind of pointless. What we should have just done should have been a lot simpler. Not run that through here because we want to keep that below 30 degrees. We could have easily run it up here and run it through this tank, through this one, because we're paying to warm this up, paying power to warm it up. That's why I decided to run the liquid pipe through it. Then it gives us a free kind of like warm up. We don't have to pay power to warm that up. If we're going to add this one to this tank anyway, we could just run it through here and then rip some of this into there. Well, I think we're going to need it. So let's go plumbing, liquid vent. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. They can only reach to that high. So make it higher. It's gonna. And I don't really want it directly over the. Maybe say we'll put 2 in. That will annoy me because that should be there. And then we'll need, say, a ladder right there. And we can go plumbing. Yeah, we'll use insulated. Why not? Run straight up here. Now that means we need to do a bit of rearranging, rejiggling here. Because this pipe is going to be in our way. And I'd rather it didn't go from... You can't put it from the bridge because then all of the water will be taken by the bridge. If I went like that and deleted that bit, that wouldn't work because the water coming from here would all jump over. None of it would go down this way unless this pipe was blocked. The answer to that would be bringing that actually forward by. It doesn't need to be far, just like that. And then boom, 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 like so. And then we can snip that off for there, but for now, until we've worked out how we're going to do it. And then run a couple of bridges down. Now, I know for a fact that that is wrong at the moment. I do not want it doing that because that will just... I don't know why I'm changing all that to a 9. What we need directly above this, in this lot here where this is, probably automation in my way. Yeah, there is. Oh, crap. Liquid pipage. Where can we squeeze? Yeah, I'm going to snip that right there. I need to control the flow. So we could pump it over to where that ladder is and put the flow control there. And put it directly above it. Then this could still work for that. Yeah, that would work. Plumbing. We need a liquid valve. It's not going to be automated. It's just going to be a physical sort of... Dupe has to come and change it if we want to change it. Oh crap, that took a bit of delay, didn't it? Okay, we'll flip that over and put it there. We'll put a bit of pipe into it and a bit of pipe out of it. We'll make sure that is disconnected for now. We'll come back later once they've set everything. Let's check our star map and see how we're doing. He's busy exploring space. Good job, good job. Ah, there's an unknown object detected. How far are you from our home? This is Lavini here. 1. Yeah, I presume that counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. That is super close. Problem is, like, this one is our second planet that we can teleport to from Lavini. And this one, we've got the ability to send liquids to, like petroleum. With a petroleum rocket is we would have to send petroleum to Fragilia in order to put a rocket platform there, so that the rocket on Fragilia would have a chance to come back to Fragilia to land and be refueled. It also means you've got all the other trappings of things like how do you get oxalite there and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So you'd rather not have to land there. You'd rather have a rocket that could just go all the way there and back, which is obviously their intention. They want you to have to build. Oh no, phew, I thought that was stuck then. What temperature is this? 33 degrees. That's pretty nice. 45. It is going up a bit, so it is starting to pick up some more warmer materials. But yeah, I'm thinking we should just put this sensor here. We'd go there. And the automation wire for it. Go round and join in. It won't do anything until you've picked the right type of item. Go through it. What's the temperature? 33.8. No, that's fine. At the moment, that's fine. Stuff coming in now is a bit hotter. Starting to take from the middle, which is a lot hotter. Don't think they're allowed in here, are they? No. When we come back, we will sort this out and we'll sort the amount of water we're going to pump out. And it will still be guided by this. I may put up another one. I might put it up even higher. What is wrong with that? Look at that. Bit of carbon dioxide gas. Just stuck there. Making it go a weird shape. There's no water in here or anything anymore. They can reach 3 tiles down. I'll just make them build a tile there. Then we'll delete the tile and that should flatten off correctly after that. There we go. Yeah, because I was trying to work it out from this polluted water vent. Now, there is a thing we could try and overclock this vent. I'm not sure what type of material it needs to overclock a polluted water vent. Oh, Space Station L has arrived at destination. Which is this one? Is that Space Station L? Yes. And they are currently doing this tile here, so we're going to leave them to scan all 3 of these. And that one. Whatever they can reach from there. I think they can do that one, and that one as well from there. Yes, they can. We might just have 1 tile we can't reach. And we have got 12 tiles remaining, so we can definitely go to there first before we go home. And get this last one. That's awesome. Excellent. Basically anything on the very edge. Looks like you can't reach with a... well, maybe these ones. Close enough. They deliberately put you right in the middle. You can't reach anything. Bubbles is super fast at scanning. Look at that. Unless she's gone to bed or lunch or something, she's incredibly quick. While she's scanning that, I will be right back. I am back. Thank you for your patience. I have got Orangeade, British Orangeade, the fizzy stuff. And looking forward to later on having some of my homemade cheesecake that I made earlier on. You're very hungry right now. I do apologize. Well, so far I still haven't found a single one of these that I'd want to actually, finally do the one I wanted you to scan last, because obviously. So this one does uranium ore and bleachstone, so that would be a good one to go to, but you're also going to come back with rust and sulfur. So, not so exciting, but yeah, uranium ore and bleachstone is nice to, I suppose, get. What's this one? Gilded. That's the one we wanted. The Gilded Asteroid Field. That is the final one. The reason you want the Gilded is because you get fullerene 10% and refined carbon 10%. Regolith, gold and sedimentary rock. You get fullerene directly from a Gilded. There we go. Cheesecake, yeah. Homemade cheesecake is even more awesome. Better than shop bought any day. Right. Well, thank you. I was going to say Ellie, but it's not. That's Bubbles. You may abandon ship. No, don't do that. Change your destination. And, I was going to say go that way. No, yeah. Go there. Oh, crap. Change, go there. I think you can still get home. Probably. If you can't, too bad. Never mind. It's only Bubbles. Yeah, we like Bubbles. Bubbles done loads of work for us. So we could train up another rocket pilot and chuck him in this one, I guess. What have we got inside? Let's view interior. Yeah, got another telescope for exploring, so it'd have to be someone who can do such things as those. Then we want the... no, it's under rocketry, isn't it? Want the control station in there with that. Going to move the mess table. There. Construct. Why is the storage bin here? The food is there. The storage bin should be there, in my opinion. That would be a better place to put it. That's the oxalite. Put it in there. That way you don't have to keep coming in. I mean, I do actually want to store some Brad Hills things, but no, that's not happening. Right, Lavini. Okay. I am gonna while that's all working, I'm gonna let Ashcan in here. Oh, hang on. Adaptable Venisat is now at location. Space Station L. Where are you? You have got 12 tiles of range. I'd like you to be able to see right into that corner. But we'll leave you there so you can examine right up there. Where can you get to? This one? Yeah. You're probably going to do every other square before you do that one. Well, hexagon, should I say. So we'll be back in a moment. We'll go back to Lavini. And actually, is it a good idea to do it now? What schedule is Ashkan on? Probably the day shift, right? Yeah, Ashkan's on days. He's about to go sleepy bye-byes in a minute. He's already having his 6 downtime segments to have lots of fun and R&R. So we will let him do that and then we'll disturb him in the morning. Reason being, I'm only going to let Ashkan in here, which is probably going to take ages to do it, but I want to dig this section down. I don't really trust letting anybody else in here. I want to dig all this out. Mainly because, oh, Fred here, the dormant asteroid. He is over geotuned by 3. So that means his magma comes out at 21,000 degrees. This is made of ceramic, which is going to melt at 1800. So if that ever touches that, it's going to melt it. It's just going to melt it. Okay. Righty-ho. Let's see. Let's let him get some sleeps. Let him get some shut-eye, and then we'll have a go at that in the morning. Yeah, she's going to examine every single square. Except for the one we want. Now she's probably gone to bed, huh? That's got question marks, so she hasn't done these yet. There is a little section here as well. What's wrong? Ellie. Get your food poisoning, get your germs, wash your hands, eat your food. Stop your crying. You know what, Ellie? I am gonna deconstruct that Atmo suit dock. See what junk you've got in here to build out of. Let's deconstruct that bed. Well, because there might be 3 tiles here. 1, 2, 3. Should be enough space. Go to medicine and see how much a triage cot would cost. You can get 200 raw minerals out of a bed. I think they're only 100 though, are they? Oh, nuts. Hey, no. You can build one. Oh, look, she's flipping round. I didn't know she flipped. Is that new graphics? Ellie, you're flipping. Flipping mental. Flipping crazy. I didn't know you did that. That's new. Not seen that before. So we'll let her do that. I think. Because I want these tiles scanned. If I give her a nice bed to lay in until she's feeling better, she'll just do that first in priority to actually scanning space. So you can do the laying down on the way home. I'm probably just going to ignore the gassy moves this time. We'll try and do something with those on the next playthrough. There you go, Ellie's having a nap. Well, that seems like a legit thing to do. Let's go back to Lavini. Oh, nuts. Space Station L flight status. Oh, it's really dragging now. Oh, she's doing that space there. Once you've examined that, fly you home. Oh, something else in the blueprint room. Ooh, Brent. Violet glitter Atmo gloves. Nice. That's awesome. No, I like that thing. Right, let's give gonna have to take a risk here because they really love their igneous rock. Let's just make sure igneous rock is not on any of these. They're all off, right? This is sweep only. There shouldn't be any igneous rock necessary to go anywhere. There's no feeders in these rooms, so there should be no reason for a duplicant to come and feed them. There's no egg available. That is how bad it's got. Hatchling eggs. We've lost all our stone hatchling population. There's only hatchling eggs. Wrangle that dude up. Okay. Okay, that's the problem. That's why our barbecue is dropping, plummeting. Hopefully we're not going to take any of this material. Not yet anyway, not until we're ready to. We'll allow Ashcan in. The only one who's allowed in. Gonna dig a row of this away. Yeah, dig that. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that one. Hopefully that'll stop any magma from touching him while he's digging. Let's go back to space and just check what's going on. That's all been examined. We've found our gilded. We can now change our destination. Go back to Lavini. Rocket platform 324. Yep, you can go there. And that's it. You. This one is just about to figure out what is there. Awesome sauce. I shall leave her to do that and then we'll move her along by one. I think she's done as far as she can do this way. Yes, she has. No, she's a lot slower though. Crikey, she's no bubbles. Tries her hardest. That's the main thing. Try hard. Right, come on, you can do it. She's trying. Come on, Ellie. Flip round. Keep going. Let's go back to Lavini. We'll just see if he's doing a bit of digging. He is. Please don't take any exceedingly hot materials with you. Yeah, Ashcan's taking a little pause before he digs anything now. I think it's getting a little bit, yeah. Game's getting a bit confused. Yeah, the temperature will suffer from this, though. It won't go through there as much. That is fine. We'll let him dig that out. The ladders are under there, so yeah, it's solidified on top of all the ladders. They're still there, though. Let's go back to the star map and see what that is. It's a radioactive. Another one. There's a little cluster here to look at. I think she can go... She's got 12 tiles remaining. So if we go to there, you should be able to get all of this stuff. They'll get back home in time for tea. Nice. Move to there. Go back to Lavini and watch him. Watch a bit of Ashcan digging his way into troubles. Yeah, because we definitely don't want 2100 degree. I know it when it comes out, even though it's a vacuum in here, that it doesn't really stay that hot. Time it comes out. So this is on 500 and something degrees here. Down here it's pretty hot, isn't it? Look at that, 1000 degrees there. I'm wondering if it's actually better to build it out of steel doors than diamond tiles. Could do that, but then we'll have so much diamond when we try running that other thing. They'll be carrying diamond, red hot diamonds through these liquid locks. I think I'd rather just leave the diamonds in place. Thank you very much. I was going to do this again. I'd probably make it narrower with just a ladder down the middle. As like you can build temp shift plates through the ladder. So what's the point in doing it like this? I did like this because I thought it looked nice, but you know, I think it's kind of unnecessary. So if I was going to do it again, problem with that also would mean if you made it that, it would be 3 wide. So is that a problem? Yeah, probably. I like the width of this one being like that you can put a door there, or you could potentially have 2 doors automated, opening and closing, all the heat through. Yeah, this side definitely a lot hotter. Whether that's just because we're lower and into the hotter materials, I don't really know. But we'll get Ashcan to dig his way through. Instead of coming through this liquid lock and busting this and having lots of people coming in, I do a similar thing here. Just allow Ashcan in, destroy this tile. We bricked in all this because there's igneous in here that's red hot as well. I don't want them touching. Well, not yet anyway. We might get Ashcan to build a sort of, I think Ashcan can build, Ashcan build? Don't know. Where is he? Under A for Ashcan, you muppet. Yeah, he's a mechatronics. Yeah, so he can build it. We could build a rail system through here where we take all the really hot igneous rock chunks, just cycle them through this area. Keep sending them up and they spin round and round and round for ages in this area. Really hot material on a rail usually is pretty effective at transferring the heat. You've got it on a rail. I'd say this thing's been quite impressive. If it was running both aquatuners, I would be in a problem with it. But I think because it's only running one, keep it all cold. I think that's pretty cool, pretty good. Our star map situation. Anybody asleep now? They're all asleep. They're not bothered about moving through space. Is there anything we want to collect from any of these that are in range? There's brine, carbon dioxide, salt water. Same again there. There's an artifact available there. I'm sure we collected that. It's just reset itself. And did we connect an artifact? Our rocket. Artifact available. Didn't that actually kind of collect the artifact? Artifact transport module is empty. We changed our destination and made it here. Didn't that kind of collect the artifact? We'll come back in a minute and have a look and see if it's been done. It might just take a little bit of time. I think he's off doing his own thing now. So he's gone to sleep. I guess that's a good plan. Oh, it must be 5's the cycle save game because it won't let me click. Yeah, because it would be very nice to have a system with the rockets. But you keep the dupe on board the rocket. They don't get off. And I think the easiest way to probably do that, to automate that, would literally be to retract this one that's at the height for getting into the rocket and out. Get this one and retract it permanently. But the problem with that is the way we do kind of our oxygen thing is with this container that we fill full of oxalite. That wouldn't be possible. We'd have to do it a different way. We go copy settings to that one. We go deconstruct you. And then I think it's beauty, isn't it, this one? Yeah. You should be grounded. Yeah, that's the beauty, isn't it? Yeah. Why is that made of lead? That seems like a very bad material to make a nose cone out of. We made the nose cone out of something that's going to melt. Very low temperature. We are running all 5 of these constantly, and this still seems like it's gaining. Well, let's keep an eye on this ladder here with the gap in it. See if it's actually gaining on that. It shouldn't be. Oh, here we go. This is melting. It's melted some of the frozen blockage. How are we doing here? Oh, that's why our poor guys are dying, isn't it? They're dying because there's no igneous rock to feed to them. Perhaps we shouldn't drop that one in. I was going to drop this one into here. Perhaps what we should be doing is making another one here. These tamers. So that we've got double the amount of igneous rock to feed to our critters. We could probably even use the same aquatuner and the same supercoolant liquid loop. We wouldn't have to build a second one. We could just send that down here or something. Send that up there. I don't know. I think I'd probably prefer to just build a second loop system to cool the materials down in. Got plenty of coolant. There's another patch of crude oil. How's the crude oil doing? Yeah, that's slowly going down. Phew. Yeah, because if you trap your dupe on the rocket, you can't get food into them or anything. Yeah, so you have to kind of provide a way in and out. What I was thinking of was kind of like, how do you make it so that the dupe doesn't scold themselves? If you're automating it, you've got to have docks inside the rocket. Otherwise, the dupe that comes in to automate it, that comes in to load things like food or even bleach stone in the hand sanitizer or something stupid like that. Oxalate in the bucket. It just... How are you supposed to automate that when the dupe's going to come out with no suit on? You can't leave them permanently in a suit. Well, I suppose you could, but they'd be gasping for breath all the time. That means you have to build a dock point in every single... Are you not actually taking these guys when I wrangle them? I swear they're not actually taking them. They're copper. Okay, fair enough. Let's go and check Grosselin while we're... just to see what's happening. We left one puffed prince out. He was popping around. I think these are probably out of medium. They are, yeah. I don't think that one even ever got any delivered. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's a bit of clay there. It probably did. Is that dormant now? That's dormant now. What I was thinking of doing is actually trying to chill this water down a lot more while that's dormant. That would make the thermal aquatuner more active. May possibly make it hot enough to trigger sending some iso resin down. I don't know. But we've got about, what, 50 cycles. We could seriously chill this water down in 50 cycles. Make it nice and chill. Isn't there a dupe checkpoint building like the Atmosuit checkpoint? Yeah, there is. So... if you put a checkpoint on the rocket, is there a way of getting the signal out of the rocket? Tell the dupe not to come out. Because it's too bloody hot. Because then you could have an Atmosuit checkpoint system for the rockets. Just in a different spot, just for all your rocket pilots to run and put a suit on. Or whatever. You could have it out on the... yeah, you could. Let's change this setting and make it 25. That'll kick that in. Go back to Lavini. I just want to come down here and set some more dig orders. For old matey boy to do. Matey boy. Come on, matey boy. Do some more digs. Let's dig down here as well. There's a ladder there. dig up there as well. Right, there you go. You've got some digs to do. I'm tempted to put another door there and just come through this way like we were instead of messing around with this. Seems awfully risky. I don't want anybody getting in here and getting, not the Abyssalite as such, but igneous. Actually, they could get the Abyssalite now because one of these machines or geotuners could get the order for the Abyssalite, and instead of using the Abyssalite right next to it, they'll get the order to come and collect a bit of stupendously hot Abyssalite over here. So, and we'll leave Ashcan to do a bit of digging. He's on a mission to dig. Well, okay, maybe he's not on a mission to dig. Maybe he's on a mission to go do something else, but hopefully he'll get that dug. So yeah, the other thing I was thinking then in that case, if that would work, is instead of having this only one space wide, which is quite narrowy, you could put the Atmosuit checkpoint here. If the space between each floor was tall enough, you could put the Atmosuit checkpoint here. We've only done it this height because that's the height that was convenient for us at the time. And it looked more even, but actually, 2, 3. This is only 1, 2 tall, and this is 1, 2, 3 tall. They are different. Now, if you wanted to do it correctly, they should be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that on the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that on the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that on the 5th. Yeah, these two have got to go up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's got to go up by 2. If you wanted to do it evenly. Yeah, that would probably be right, actually. This top one would end up being pushed right up here. But yeah, so what you could do then is if that was the right height, you'd have a 3 gap. You could actually put your Atmosuit checkpoint here. Your dock. You'd have to pump oxygen up here to fill them with. Now, if I go to gas on here, we've got the gas input and output there. So while the rocket is landed, you could be filling their Atmosuits. You could be filling the checkpoint, but once the rocket takes off, it's not going to have any more oxygen to add to the system. Yeah. Once it's landed, you could fill the suit. Otherwise, you'd need like a system where you could collect up, say, 10 filled Atmosuits and deliver them to a rocket, but that's getting very difficult to automate. And I like to automate processes like that. That's getting very kind of like, that's not even possible, I wouldn't have thought, to automate the system. To make sure that you've got like 5 full Atmosuits, something like that, in your rocket. And I don't want to leave the dupe in the suit. So there needs to be an Atmosuit checkpoint. Let's put one in and see if it works how I'm imagining. If I go to stations, place an Atmosuit checkpoint. I'm not going to put the checkpoint in yet. I'm going to put the dock right there because I want to check. I go to the oxygen. Is that like the output or is that the input? Does it come from this one or this one? I'm not sure if that's the output from the outside or the input from the inside. Or is that the output from the inside? I could check by comparing it to the liquid. Liquid comes in on the green one from the inside. So it should come in from that one on the inside. I go ventilation and I put a gas pipe like that. And then we go to Lavini. We run some oxygen for that gas pipe. How would we do it? We have to come along this way, I guess. Suppose we could go up in the ladder area and across. Then we could have oxygen coming up from somewhere around here. Got oxygen being pumped into this room. We have got an oxygen pipe here we could use. That's overflow that's going to our feed for this, so that's fine. We could borrow one of these pipes. Take over one of these. This is disconnected now anyway. That feeds that way. This one could feed this way, right? Right. Then we can snip that off and feed this along. We want to make it out of anything complicated, probably because that's what we like. Where are we going to? Somewhere around here. So I want to come along this level here where it should be away from the suits, right away from the dock, and up to there. We change to liquid. Liquid goes in the white one, right? We go to gas, it should go in this one. Does that mean the pipe's going to melt? No, the gas pipe will melt? Who knows? Let's make it out of... We've got some obsidian now, so we can come along here out of obsidian. And we'll cancel that, actually. There. This pipe will fill up with gas, but you know what? I really don't care. It's only gas. It's not going to leak everywhere. And we'll snip that off and we'll cancel this bit. Oh, do you know what I've just done? We'll cancel this bit. Made that out of igneous up to this point. Let's cancel that. I've got a funny feeling the only place where that igneous will be coming from will be Ashcan carrying it out of the very hot area. If I go down, mind my pan and scan, I lock this door from Ashcan. Actually, Ashcan needs to be able to leave. And let him leave. Make sure he's not taking anything hot out of this room. Once he's dug this out, I'm going to get him to deconstruct these. Alas, they can go now. They are obsidian, and it would be nice to have them. But I'm not going to risk the dupes. They're 300 degree, that one. These are 45, but that one's 300. Yeah, it should be okay with obsidian. Can't you reach? Is that out of... Yeah, that's out of reach. Put a ladder there then. Can you build that? Yeah, you've got some obsidian there. You should be able to build it out of. Excellent. Come on, Ashcan. Make a decision. Yeah, I just want to make sure that none of that... once he's done this bit. There you go. Right. Come on, Ashcan. Off you go. Deconstruct that again. Yeah, you're going to land on it. Good job this isn't full of magma, isn't it? You might have just, you know, had a problem there. Right, now I want you to leave without taking anything with you. I wonder what that noise was. That new noise is. Why are you bothered about heat? Oh, you walked in the magma. Okay, fair enough. Right, now let's go and build that pipe. That ventilation pipe. All the way back up. Sorry. Find my scans. Okay, now we can build it. 478.8 tons of igneous. So if we've got 478.8 tons of igneous, why are our donuts dying? Where is all this igneous? It must be somewhere else. Let's go to there. Igneous rock. I've got a feeling I think I know where it is. Let's just check. Igneous on the list. Igneous rock. A little piece of... Hang on. That says 19 tons, right? Piece there. Two scattered chunks, basically. But when you go to build something... Insulated gas pipe out of igneous rock. Oh, now it's gone down. Okay. Right. So it is counting that ridiculous quantity of igneous. So we do have the materials. We just need to kind of, I don't know, figure out a better way of spreading them out. Where are we going to? We're going to go sedimentary rock. 1457.5 tons of sedimentary rock. Now, I got a funny feeling that sedimentary rock is going to be around here somewhere, is it? There's a lot of sedimentary rock in this stack here. Because every time we use these guys to crush stuff, what are you crushing? Poke shell, malt to lime. Just creates lime. But this one, that's ceramic. No, when you do fossil, you get sedimentary rock. 95 kilos of it. I think we've got so much sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock. We should be feeding that to our... I can't carry on doing that. That'll be crazy. We should be feeding that to our hatches. That should be being added to this line here. This line here should be getting igneous. Now we do have sweepers available and we do have conveyor loaders going in the wrong direction for this, but we could easily stick another loader in somewhere and have that sweep out automatically all of that sedimentary rock and be feeding that to our poor hungry hatches so that our food level goes up. And feeding sedimentary rock to hatches makes them more likely to have stone hatch babies. They can definitely eat sedimentary, right? Yeah, stone hatches can eat sedimentary. So, sedimentary, my dear Watson. That should be the name of this episode. So, if we get rid of... No, we could put another one in. It's fine. All of these converge on this point. We need to meet this rail here. Somewhere along its length, this section. Or we could just drop it in here and let that sweep it out. But that seems like pointless. If this one was going past up here, yeah, I'd do that. But I think this could just feed it directly. Doesn't matter if this line gets completely full of sedimentary rock chockers. Chockers is the technical term. So I think the best way to do it would be to run a line. We run this line now. We move it to there. You can now... Come on, let me click. You can now feed into that line there and come down to there. That will be a better place for you. And we can hijack this piece of line here for our own needs. What does that filter out? Gold amount. Oh yeah, that goes off that. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I was going to say, why does that go under there and not join on? But that's right. That filters out the gold. That's got to go somewhere else. Okay, fair enough. Now we build this. Rebuild that, please, on a higher priority. So this is where you go one problem, knock on to another problem, to another problem, and then you start piling back the problems and peeling back the layers of the onion to figure out what's wrong. And that is what appears to be wrong. I think we've also lost another couple of Atmos suits for the rocket pilots. So we're going to deliver a couple more. But there's more in the system for them to use. I think that's saying we've got insufficient copper ore. We may have to change what we're building this out of. I'll give them a minute, because sometimes it says that just because that's what they've got in their hands and they're carrying it at that moment. Yeah, this is why we can't delete this. We need to keep this line. Yeah. Still sending bit of eggshell. Yeah, and that will get even more populous with eggshell if we can get our hatches being fed. I didn't realise we had quite so much sedimentary rock. That's an amazing amount of sedimentary rock, isn't it? Go back into here. 1,443 tons of sedimentary rock there. That's even better than the volcano produces. Crikey, we produce more than the volcano. That's because only 5 is the actual lime and 95 sedimentary rock. I think they brought that in to give you a way of getting sedimentary rock if you were on an island, or an asteroid should I say, that doesn't have sedimentary rock anywhere. You needed a way of getting some, otherwise you had no way to convert the hatches into stone hatches. You couldn't use stone hatches at all if you were on a place that didn't have sedimentary rock. The way they've changed it, I believe now, is an improvement, because it means you can definitely. Now I've made this out of copper ore, and it feels like there isn't any anywhere, or wherever they were getting it from. Seems to be a very bad idea. I might just redo it out of steel. I know they're probably bringing it, or they've got orders to build it, but I'm just going to redo it because I'm not sitting here waiting all day. Find it. Why are you not doing it in one line anymore? Now, steel should be right next to them, so that should be a very quick job to build, shouldn't it? Theoretically. That will also tell me if there's dupes out there with suits on, because I'm not sure how much of this has been taken up. Lost. Because it will still think that there is a suit out there, even though it's sat on a rocket. Well, we've got at least 4 back. The way to test it is at some point in time we need to just sort of click that and just go in only. Nobody's allowed out. Or put another door on it where you could do that. Another door here where you could do that. And then just not forget to change it, because otherwise they can't get out and do their jobs. How close are they getting to landing? Now, this one's not even moving. '81, yep, you're going to 81. And Space Station L. I can see a little thingy in flight. You're going 324, yes you are. There's a little bit of food on its way to Grosselin. Nice. All automatic that was, we didn't do a thing to do that. Is anyone coming to build this bit of conveyor rail, please? Ashcan's coming to build it. Come on, Ashcan. Come on, you normally got nothing to do, you lot. You should be on it like a shot as soon as there's a job to do. Come on, build it. Right, excellent. So now we're going to snip that off the system. We're going to be removed. That's going to be got rid of. And it's this sweeper that is in range of this stuff that we want to move. We need to put a conveyor loader in this range somewhere. Put it another one here, I suppose. We could get rid of the ladders and put one in the middle, but I don't really like the look of that. that's there because that needs something to sit on. A sense. Yeah. What's this? Oh, steel being made. Okay. Alright. So, what's the best place to put this thing? I think up here would be perfect spot power-wise. Yeah, absolutely perfect spot. I think that's coming down like that. How are we getting up there then? We place another ladder there. Then we'll place another one of these, but we'll flip it the other way. And we'll make it out of steel. Pop you in there like so. Now, we're going to take over this line here. Are we? Yeah, I think we are, but it's going to make it look a bit funny. We've got rid of these two, but we should be able to restart these two. Definitely. We're going to have all of that sedimentary rock to feed them. I think we'll bring this in line with this one. Yeah, we'll bring that in. No, not out of copper ore again. Make it out of steel. We just happen to have a crap ton of that lying around very close. So we can deconstruct all of this. That will go. That lot can go. There's nothing coming from over there anyway. Not bothered about that. That will feed to these. Ah, actually, no. That is slightly different how I'd like to do it. Otherwise, 50% will go this way and 50% will continue on. No, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. Yeah, 50% will go to the split between these two. The other 50% will go down and go to these two. I was going to do a line here then and make that come down and join in the middle like this one does. But I guess it doesn't matter where it is on this stretch. As long as it's somewhere between these two pieces. 50% will go one way and 50% will go the other. That's good. That's good for me. I like that setup. Let's see if they can deliver some steel and get this built. And it would be nice to come back and actually see these machines, like, you know, running properly. Now, what I was thinking of doing is, before that actually does get done, is moving these across so they're over this tile here. The tile has to be there to make the room the correct size. Otherwise, the room's the wrong size. But you can click on it and you can see now, nice and clearly, that it can reach this tile. And what we can do is move that over the top of that tile, and the sweeper can reach it. Which means then, anywhere in the range of this sweeper, we could put a proper feeder instead of this. Yeah, instead of that, I think on the top two, we're going to try this. We're going to move that over. Guess to there, because it doesn't... Ah, no, we'll make it look the same. Otherwise, it'll look funny. Then we'll bring that over. With a bit of steel this time. Just because we have a lot of it and it's close by. And we'll deconstruct that. We'll click inside, deconstruct the... No, not the automation wire, the conveyor rail, please. Yeah. And then we'll still use the automation rail. No, if we're not going to do that on this one, we'll leave the automation rail in place in case we need to use it. All we're going to do is we're going to make sure these, like this block, can go right up there now. We'll get rid of this one. And then that way we can deconstruct these ladders and they won't be able to reach the food that lands here. So the only way the critters in this room will get fed is from the feeder that is here. But the sweeper will have access to all the food. That's the theory. But I've got a funny feeling the feeder won't fill it and duplicates will keep doing it. which is why we were doing this in the first place. I'm not sure if this is actually more, you know, if they eat more food because it's just dumped on the floor. You know, do they eat less if they're eating out of a thingy? I think we're going to have access to so much food, it's not going to make any difference. We'll just try it with this one. We'll see what happens with that one. We'll let them build it. We'll have to build that tile up there, please. I'll make this room the wrong size for a little while until that's done. We won't bother with the automation because we don't want that to stop. We want that to get quite a lot of food on it. If we're going to do that, we'll have to snip it manually. Otherwise, everything we put in is going to end up on this tile. It'll be very annoying. Yeah. We could put one of the conveyor limiters on it, couldn't we? Yeah. Conveyor meter. Put that on it. Made out of steel and plastic, yeah. And then snip that. Right. I'm getting there. We could use this auto wire. We'll have to get rid of the ladders. This is now the wrong size room. If I go to room size would be better. This is now 95 because we've got the tile up there. We'll get rid of this middle one. Yeah, this might work better. Who knows? I just don't want the dupes constantly feeding the... yeah, that might be a bad thing. So can you sweep all this crap out of here, please? Get rid of it. Alright. How's that looking? Is that built? That's built. Ah, it's so good. Now we need to connect that to this rail. Now, I must say, I'd prefer it was nice and straight and we could do that, but we'd have to move this. I don't know if I want to move that. Do I want to move that? That's the output from there. So that goes over that one. And over that one. I don't mind if this one looks a bit messy, but yeah, that one can go like that. Make it out of steel because we've got metric oodles of it. And that can come down to there. It still goes to the same spot like that, you see. That'll still go to the same spot there. Excellent. Good job. Good job. And we could build that out to here. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a plan. Don't know if the plan's any good, but at least we've got one. You go and destroy that piece there. Now you could make this straight if you wanted, because we could bring that out. There. And bring that out to there and jump it over. Could actually be a thing. Everything will be nice and straight and organised. Right, this bit's done up to there, so this ladder can... this conveyor bridge can go. This conveyor bridge can also go. I think I made that out of iron ore. Oh well. There should be iron ore around now because it's dropping down. Let's use the disconnect tool and just snip a root there. And we'll connect our steel, actually. You don't have steel. Yes, please. Nice, delicious steel. We can also get another one of these, which we'll also change to steel before I forget. And we'll now jump that down there. That's where that's now going. That can also be got rid of. Excellent. I like it. I want to see if he's getting a lit workspace bonus when he's there. Because I'm not sure, because they look like they're out of the range of it, but they're actually within the range. So yeah. I just finished this piece off, so and snip, 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 like that. That top one can go. We'll put a bridge right here. Oh, look at that. So good. Connect that into there. Oh man, I think I overwrote a load of stuff I didn't need to, but never mind. Wrong one. That one needs to go. By a bridge, you can go, please. Deconstruct these little pieces here. Boom. And we have just moved that line across and back into position. Any materials from here come down to meet this one. Any materials from here come up to meet this one. Anything from this side comes in this way, and it all converges on here and gets dropped out here. Exactly how it was before, but now we've just slightly moved it over. And right, okay. I also need to do this is coming down here. This will connect. Just the same as it does with that one, but I'd rather have one more conveyor bridge just to say, hey, no, don't come up this way. Just not right onto it, but just there so that it doesn't go back. Once it comes this way, that's it. It stays this way. We want to make sure we connect that up. So once that's built, what we're going to do is we're going to set this to however much food we think they eat in a day. We're going to put a feeder in here. I'm going to put a critter feeder. Can we stand it right on top of that? Yeah, we can. We're not building out of wolframite, are we? No. We're going to build it out of, let's make it out of gold amalgam. I wonder if we can stand it on there and if it can, the weight plate can tell if it's full or not. That would be interesting. I don't know. Can you actually build this thing, please? Thank you. That needs to be built too. Okay, let's just check our star map. I want to see where our rockets of doom are. This one is not getting the bonus yet. This one's also not. Cargo capacity remaining 27 tons. Did you pick something up? Oh, I wonder if she picked something up when she flew through one of these areas. Well, picked something up. Oh, interesting. Back to Lavini. I want to see now. Is this connected up? That's still being waited to be done. Somebody gonna build that? Crikey. There's a bunch of you here that can do it. Have the skills. Bunch of you that don't, but there's a bunch of you that do. Well, it's nice to see a good number of Atmo suits in situ, so that's interesting. Yeah, come on, build the bloody thing, Gene. Come on. Alright. Now, what I was going to say, because this one will take all of our materials, everything will come down here and these will get shut off when the weight gets on these weight plates. These will all be shut off, right? These three. But this one won't. It'll just fill up. So we put this on. What I was thinking of doing is just have like a resetter for once a day. We just connect that on. And have a daily blip to reset it. Same as we did on Grosselin. Just have a cycle sensor. Set it very low, so as low as we can get it, sort of thing. And then that can reset the amount. We don't need an output from it. It doesn't matter to us what the output is. We do need to know how much a critter feeder takes in. I'd be interested to see whether this weight plate These are weight. Current ambient pressure 0. That's interesting because it's like sat behind it, isn't it? So if we put food in here, will it then sense it or no? Because I think it's sat behind it, so it won't. Now, there's no way to tick like dupes do not interfere sort of thing. So the only thing I can really do is set that to a 1. Set this to hatches or whatever. We'll copy the same as this. I guess it'll be set to adult stone hatch. Adult stone hatch. We may need to make a nursery for a little while of hatchlings. We've got nothing. We've only got these stone hatches to work with. So yeah, 2 out of 8 in there. What I might do just to start with, snip this section off. I'll let this start filling up. We also need to check that we don't have any storage for sweeping up of the sedimentary. I don't think we do, because if we did, that would be being swept up right now. So what we have to do is add sedimentary to there. I'll be right back in 1 second. Thank you for your patience. I'm back, and just in time to see this starting to rain down in the rooms. They're going to be very hungry, so they're going to pounce on that sedimentary. They're going to eat it like maniacs for a bit. So it will take a little while before the system will start backing up. When it does, wrong one, that one. When the weight on here gets enough, it will lock the chute, and we've set that to 500. Yeah, 500 kilos. They're sat on it because they're so hungry. They're just gonna stay there and not move. So it's gonna rain in here for a while, but it seems like each stone hatch weighs like 100. So if you did have 5 of them sat on there, here comes some coal because they're being fed at last. Yep, this is gonna work. And our nursery is basically empty. We've only got like 1 or 2 hatches left. They should be brought up into here now. 7 in there and 2 in this one. I'm gonna just pop that down to an 8. So hopefully they'll grab this one and put him in here. That one should be a 9. Oh, they're so hungry, they're just eating everything that pours in on them. Well, yeah. They're going to be super happy now. Here comes a hatch. Thank you very much. We got another hatch in the room. And now they can be groomed. And now our depleted stocks of barbecue can start going up again. Crikey. That was bad, wasn't it, for a while there? Now we have noticed that we've got 1,439 tons of sedimentary. We should be able to feed these guys for a little while. Build up our stocks again. Yeah, we've gone way below 20 million calories. Even Envoy there, he's like, you know, Yeah, you need some more calories, man. Pop teardrums. Well, that's what you get for, standing in an air tube. Yeah, pop teardrums for your troubles. Now, hopefully these guys should be fed now. No, it's still hungry. Yeah, it'll take a little while before it happens. These guys are all just sitting on the food, going, "Hey, not moving anywhere. It's raining food." And that one's taking a poop. There you go. So it should all slowly kick back in. Now, what I was going to do is set this one to, I don't know. Allow it to run for, say, I don't know how long it'll take. 2% of the day. We'll make it add, I don't know. How much do they eat? 100 units? We'll just try. That seems like a lot, doesn't it? Oh, that needs to be powered as well. Crap. Can you just put a tiny bit of power into there for me? Thank you. And then what we'd have to do is dig away this ladder until they can't reach there. We've took that middle tile and put it up there, so it looks different to the others now. But that way the food will drop onto here and the sweeper will be the sole thing responsible for feeding them. I got a funny feeling as soon as we set that, even on a 1, because they've got nothing else better to do, they'll be running to feed it all the time, which is very annoying. How much weight is on here now? Slowly building up. Slowly building up. It's got 20 kilos each packet. And it's flowing like crazy. And this is flowing coal now like crazy because they're actually pooping now because they're being fed. So, this one's locked off. But there is a stone hatch sitting on it. So as soon as he moves, it probably won't be. I put it 1 in because I always walk to the edge. Oh no, this one just goes, I'm not moving. No. I'm just not moving. I'm going to stay there and ruin your experiment for you. See these guys? They just stood there. There's 3 of them. 4 of them. Any other time, they move to the edge, and they walk to the edge, and then they walk back to this edge, walk back to that edge. They walk straight over it. When you're trying to do an experiment, there's none on there now, and that is red. That has locked the conveyor chute. That's how it's supposed to work. That is now stopped. This will continue to flow until this one does the same thing. My thumb just pressed the space bar. And look at all this poop coming out in the form of coal. Loads of it. Rakes of coal coming out. It's been dropped into this room and then been swept back out and sent up to, it used to go to the coal fire station, but now it just gets sent up to where the kilns are. Can you mind moving? No, he doesn't want to move. You just have to make sure that you don't have whatever the food is you're feeding them set on here, because otherwise it'll sweep it all back out again. Would be funny, but not exactly the intention. So now that's running okay. I want to just feed that into there like that, so it can start doing this side as well. This side will be fed by the volcano when it erupts. And that will be igneous, and this side will be fed by our pile of rock that's here. Hopefully there's a lot there to feed them for a fair old while. Alright, there's not as much as I hoped, but hey. What we can do then, I suppose, is we can put we can tell them to sweep sedimentary, but the problem with that is if we're not telling them to sweep only, they'll just come in here and pick it up off the floor and take it up there. Kind of pointless. So we need to find out where all the sedimentary rock is hiding and sweep it up there, unless that is all the sedimentary. Check our star map. How is everybody? You getting a 20% bonus yet? No. Neither are you. Okay, fair enough. But we found the Gilded. Gilded is over here. That's the one where you can get fullerene directly, 10% of it. Okay, you're going to get regolith, refined carbon, gold, sedimentary rock. Well, but you know, I'm probably a lot more sedimentary rock than you get fullerene because it's 45%. You could automate a drill cone rocket there, but it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's not going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Theoretically, we could go directly there if we didn't have to go through Fragilia. I don't think it'll let us go through Fragilia, even in a direct line. I think we need a red bolt engine to get there, which is a shame. I believe that's our 5-cycle save game. So we've explored a bit more of space. We've found the Gilded. But the only way to get to it would probably be with Red Bolt rocket. Once we've gone home, we'll send another dupe here to explore this bit. And I think all of that side's done. There's a few blank tiles there to do. This side is done up to... Yeah, this section here is blank. That's the last few bits of space to explore. And Fragilia is the place where the temporal Taro thing is. Oh, poor Rover with his low battery. So we'd have to drop our duplicant down, build all this, land the rocket, and then come and dig all this crap out over here, build a new rocket platform there, take off our rocket and re-land it on the new one, and then we can sort this place out. Open the temporal tear. Or at least start the machine that opens it. That's still dropping food down for that bottom one. Still dropping food. This one is now... We set that one to stone hatch. It's set on a 1. So if we set that to sedimentary, Sweeper should fill it before a dupe gets a job to do it. Right, how much does it take? 440 kilos. Containing... Oh, 2,000. Okay. That needs a lot more, doesn't it? How can 100 units be 440 kilos? Huh. Or is that triggered a couple of times? 0.2. Crikey. That'd be a good one to have, wouldn't it? 0.1. Copy settings. That needs to be set to a bit more units or something. 500 is the maximum you can set it to anyway. So that will sweep it all out and dump it in there. I don't think I want that 500 units, do I? Change it to 200. Come on. What is wrong with my keyboard? There we go. You took it all? What's it on now? Yeah, that's taken it all. So if I set that, should drop out another 200 units. Awesome sauce, awesome sauce. I like it. Sweep that away, please. Now, if we did set this sort of system up instead and we took away the ladders so they couldn't reach the materials, then we could actually just put a bucket up here by the sweeper and just like fill that with whatever the resource is. In this case, it is sedimentary rock, which I think he just came and delivered. Even though it's on a 1, they're delivering to it. Yeah, don't. Sod off. Crikey, that annoys me. Why isn't there a simple... Oh, look at this. Granite storage bin. Now full of sedimentary rock. You've just ruined my experiment. Yeah, see, I wish there was a way of saying no duplicate interaction on a container. Just tick a box that says no dupes. Sod off. Dupes do not touch. All you need is a sweep only you can do. It stops the dupes, but it also stops machinery. That's quite annoying. Because now if I put a box up there and I say sweep it, they will come and take this. Whereas if we drop it on here and get rid of the ladder access, then they can't. They can't touch it. So they will have to go other places to find the food. That might work. That might be an actual good idea. Who knows? As long as the dupes don't keep running in with the materials, even when it's on a 1. I'd rather it had a -1. There might be an actual mod that would do that would allow you to tick a box saying dupes do not interact with this, but machinery can. But in order to bypass it in this version of the game, I think that's the only way I can think of, is we'd have to put a tile somewhere else. So I've put it there in this case, so they can't jump across the middle and they can't reach there. Build all this crap up the top here, and then destroy the ladders so they can't reach. That's about all I can think of doing. Let's try this one. We'll do this one a similar way. We will now... we'll snip that for now so it doesn't add any more to the system. Okay. And we'll have to add a thingy here, but if we add it there, it's going to prevent access to this one as well, so that's not good. We need the materials coming in over the top and down and into there. Yeah, instead of going through this bit. Needs to come directly out of there and down. Not out of copper ore. Needs to come out of steel, please. Why not? We do that. Come on, let me draw. Right, then we can build the same machinery we got here. That chute will have to be moved. That one can be got rid of. Can we get a conveyor rail? Yes, please. And we'll connect that there, but we won't because we'll snip it off. We just want to build it. And we'll need automation wire. Yes, please. We'll snip that off from there. We'll build a piece of automation wire up to there. Get rid of this ladders business. Yeah, let's build all of that, please. Build that. Make sure it's all high priority. Doesn't need to be that high. Insufficient oxygen, we must run out of water again. Okay. That will be good. We'll leave that to be built. Copper ore can go. Sod off. Never going to build you. Let's make it out of steel. Right, and now we need to get rid of these two ladders. Not the automation wire, the ladder, please. Nice. I like it when things start, coming together. Check on our intrepid. Oops. Space Station L. Let's go on new. View interior. Yes, please. Can you stick your suit back on, Bubbles? I know it's a bit early, but I'm going to forget otherwise. Back to Lavini. Let them sweep and build and do their stuff and things that they got to do. Nicely done. Thank you very much. We're going to have another conveyor meter right there. Oh, that's actually going to be wrong then. I don't want that coming out of there, do I? I want it to come out here and through this to feed this one. And maybe, yeah. 50% has got to come this way. I want it to sort of go maybe there would be better. Yeah. That way it can bypass this. It can still feed to there, but it can bypass all this. We've got to split that there. Yeah, you can flow around. You'll back up. You're going to back up now. Yep. There's a little bit there that needs to go as well. Got to tidy this up because it's a bit of a mess. Now, can you... Yeah, if you connect to that. I snip out that. Will that actually flow? I don't think it will it? No, it won't. That's not connected to anywhere either. We snip out there, we connect that one in and down. That should now flow, right? Are you going to flow? No, you're not going to flow. Oh, great. Okay. That's not going to work how I wanted it. Rails are annoying. There you go. That's going to flow nicely. And this one go. Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. How's it going? Maybe like that. Will that work? Yay! I need to stop it. Help! No, stop! Oh, is that not going to work now? Oh, crap! How the heck do I not? I don't know. Have a word with them. Right, come on. Click that. There we go. Now it's flowing. You snip. You can... Ah, tricked ya, tricked ya. We got ya. Now if I connect that around there, will that... Come on. Nope. Nope. It doesn't want to connect. Ugh. Are you connecting? No, you're not. Now you are. Yay! Got rid of it. Excellent. Aha! Excellent. Get rid of you. Our wheat. Ah, excellent. That is such a... Yeah, why do they make rails behave like that? That's so annoying. Don't build anything. Cancel that. Yeah, we want to get rid of these rails now. There we go. Beautiful. Look at this amazing beast of a machine. Right. And then we just need another one of those. Another one of those like that. In there like that. But I think we'd ought to snip that because it's going to reset immediately. Don't want it to. Now we can sweep out this junk. Yeah, they're so happy to have some work to do. Yeah, I've been ignoring you for ages, haven't I? Poor little dupes of doom. That's got to go. That's got to be copied. Copy settings to there, like so. And deconstruct that. Awesome. Now that's where the sedimentary rock is going to hide. We've got to deconstruct this ladder down. I think we're going to also take this automation wire out with us. I think we'll take that first. And then we'll take the ladder after. And see if this weathered. See if this weathered works wetter. What? I'm getting myself all tongue-tied. Right, okay. So now the sweeper can see the sedimentary rock and feed it into the feeder. Hopefully the dumb dupes can't. Now, actually, does that register a weight now that's full? No. So it's definitely behind it. You can see the foot of it is kind of behind the weight plate, so it's not on it. Yeah, they're taking all the crap out of here. That's good. Can you sweep this crap out of here as well? Yeah, get rid of all this junk. Awesome, look at it go. Ah, that's so nice. Deconstruct background buildings. Is that a background building? No, it's just a building. Okay. Take that down to, say, there. Well, just get rid of all of it. Crikey. They can reach that ladder through the doors, but they can't reach that sedimentary rock. That's the key. And what do we set this to then? 200? Copy settings to that one. Put that to 200. Bit of power, little bit of power on the subject. Before we go destroying this one. Yeah, look at that. That should be just once a day, a tiny little blip to tell it to put some more food out. Sorry, Ashcan, you can't reach that food. Well, yeah, I hope you can't anyway. If you can, you will lock all these doors as well, apart from the bottom one. That might actually be a better system. Yeah, it might be. Who knows? Sweep that up. Get rid of that. I don't want that granite sat there anymore. Uh-oh. I think Ellie's just got home. Welcome home, Ellie. Yeah, you've just singed yourself, haven't you? Which one was she in? The Venisat one. Change crew. That was Ellie, wasn't it? Yeah, crew up, Ellie. Come on, get back in. Did that just vanish before your eyes? It did. Come and get back in, Ellie. Put your hand sanitizer on. No. Put your Atmos suit back on. Where's Ellie? Ellie. There you go, Ellie. Put your suit on. Suit up. Nicely done. And yeah, we'll make this grounded. You can leave. Bye. Have fun. Right, let's go back to Lavini. And we'll go down here. I believe somewhere we've got some triage cots. Can we stick her in one of these? She's been injured all that. I forgot to put a bed on the rocket. Brian! No. But you don't have any problem breeding Sweetles. They breed like bleeding crazy as soon as you start sending what's it called? Sulfur over. That's the point. We can start putting sulfur in here, I think. Yeah, we can. Copy settings from that one over to there. Boom. Did that say anything? Supposed to say no, sucrose. That one's set to. Oh yeah, that one's because this one was supposed to be for the. Right. So if we take the the guys off of here. Sweetles off of that now. Get rid of them. And put them back into this room, which is where they're supposed to be. Sweetles. We can wrangle all these dudes up. Let's check this. Oh, we should start getting some think going on. Think. Yeah, that really worked, didn't it? That's not what I wanted to do. Wrangle this guy up and wrangle these two. Maybe wrangle this fella up and that fella. We'll leave a couple in there to keep working, but the others should start making lots of eggs and should start making us some grubs. Any luck? With any luck indeed. Excellent. I think it's working well. This side can stay the same as it is at the moment. 3 out of 8 in there and 7 out of 8 in that one. I think we'll set them to correctly. Now, Yep, some more food's dropping in. Excellent. That's how it's supposed to work. Nice. This one's full and there's a bit of sandstone there, so we'll sweep that out. That's got a bit of igneous, you can go. A little bit of sedimentary there. Current ambient pressure 500k. That looks like a tiny amount, but it's actually 500. Right, well, we'll sweep all this crap out then. Sweep errand on a 9 for sandstone, and it's not going anywhere. I think we ought to make sure sandstone's on this list. Sandstone on here? It is. Why is nobody taking it? Ah, easy bones. Trying to do everything individual sweeps here, so I don't accidentally sweep the thing I'm not supposed to be sweeping. I always think the bottom of the lamp looks like a piece of coal. Right, so that's done. We do need that powered. Can they get in here? No. So then we need a ladder there then. Because I can't power that side. I can't reach this sedimentary to move it. Every day it will drop in another, well, at the moment, 200 units. That may not be enough. I got a feeling that's not enough. But we'll see when this is full with 8 critters. Suppose we could work out how much one critter eats and then do it all mathematically, but that seems very mathematical. Not in my nature. I like to do things like this, so that it kind of just drops in the food that they want. And as soon as they move out of the way, it'll unlock and drop some more food in. That was how that's supposed to work. But there's too many annoying dupes. Keep trying to feed for you. You don't want them to. I think I'd rather have these staggered at different times. That way then they're not taking from, you know, it would be active. The line would be empty to feed it. So I'd prefer it wasn't like that. I prefer this line was full all the way back a decent distance. In fact, we might actually double this up and have 2 lines here constantly full. One line feeding the bottom 2, one line feeding the top 2. Maybe a thing I'd like to do. Now that's going to start dripping food down. And by food I mean rock. Because of course it does. And there's 500 food on this thing anyway, but we'll let them eat that. And then we'll remove this one and we'll put a critter feeder there. Like we've done before. Hopefully they won't snatch that up until this is all built. Go down, Gene. Deconstruct buildings. Yeah, we'll deconstruct another 3. Come on then. I can do it through the wall. Okay, fair enough. Do the old lot then, can't you? You can't get through. He's not allowed in, otherwise they could come in their suits. So that means this sedimentary and this sedimentary is non-touchable by dupes. So you only want to do a system like this if you have a resource that you do not need for anything else. If you do, then you can't put it in a place where the dupes can't get to it. There you go, they're desperate for a job now, so they're snatching that away. Now these 2 should be ready for dupes. Ready for hatches. What about this baby? He needs to be wrangled into the proper spot. He's not going to get groomed in there. Picked up sucrose and running off with it. Where are you taking the sucrose? Oh, it's going to put in there. Okay, well that's fair enough. That's because they grubs eat sucrose. They don't eat the not sodium, sulfur. Because we're automatically now sending sulfur over from now sending sulfur. What is that? Oh, micronutrient fertilizer. Micronutrient fertilizer. I know. I nearly said micro-fertilizer nutrient-lizer. Yeah, I'm getting my words mixed up. What are you guys just standing around at? That's because I don't give you jobs to do, isn't it? Yeah, have a job to do. Do something useful. Lives. No. Well, maybe. Allegedly useful. Well, they did this. They did do this. So I give them credit where credit's due. They did do all this. I think we're going to put in a couple of airflow tiles. Let's put in a couple of airflow tiles. Around one there, let's say, one there. And then we'll put a couple of deodorizers. Yes, because it smells bad around there. That means we kind of need to bust in here, but I do not want to do no busting. No, I don't. I think it's going to be a case of bricking up there. Yeah, cancel that. Brick up there. Run this lead wire into the wall there. And then we'll carry on bricking up to there. And we'll allow this section to be kind of just filled with polluted oxygen, and we'll deodorize it and make some clay. We can send the clay next door. That's fine by us. Yeah. So liquid wise, we've now set this up. We need to set this to an amount we want to add very slowly over time to this room. The problem is, that's not going to work how I wanted it to. If we use an automation and control the vent, because it's the same as the it's the same as those type, the conveyor vent things, ports. It's you can control them to open and close, but if we close them, then this pipe is just going to back up with water, isn't it? That's not what I wanted, because no matter what you set this to, you could set this to 100 grams a second. As soon as these vents are closed, it's just going to start backing up in the pipe, isn't it? It's going to back up all the way up. And when the vents open again, instead of getting the 100 grams a second or something, you'll get 10k blob packets dropping in. At least until this pipe clears. Isn't what I really wanted to do. So I think it's going to be a case of we'll have to send an automation wire, and we'll have to switch that to an automated one. We'll have to send an automation wire up for some sort of temperature sensor in the water. Yeah, so we'll need a thermo sensor, which we'll dump probably under one of these vents. Let's say we'll dump it there. Then we'll run a bit of lead, because we love lead. These parts. We'll run it straight up between the two, so we're not interfering with anything. We'll come up here and we'll figure out how the heck we're going to do this. Because I still would like to use that liquid valve to limit the flow. I think what we're going to do is move that forwards. Snip there. Move that forwards. There. Get rid of that one. Instead there we'll have the automated one that we can run with automation wire. Give them a chance to do all this work that we've given them. We'll just leave it on a nice gentle 5. I think we'll brick up here. We'll brick along here with more plastic tiles, and we'll meet the insulated here somewhere. And then, because I want to keep these mesh tiles in, so I don't want them exposed and letting all this polluted through. We have got this door, but we've got a deodorizer right by the door, so that's not too. But yeah, it's only coming because there's an exposed part that doesn't have water over it for some reason. I don't know why. That little patch didn't get the water coverage. It's fine by me, I don't care. Hey, we did put the other one in. Yeah, look at this thing. It's getting further and further behind because it can't keep up. Actually, no, it isn't. It's catching up. Crikey, it's catching up, Governor. Okay. Go back to Lavini. See if this is actually working. These two are red now. They're blocked off. I don't know how much food they're going to consume because it doesn't seem like there's an awful lot left. Only a few stacks here. But if we could convert the whole thing to this system, we could then just let them, you know, sweep up sedimentary rock. The sedimentary there, sedimentary there, sedimentary there, and there, and there. We've got a lot of sedimentary rock that we could sweep up. Yeah, and I'd rather not be telling them to do it each individual bit. So we need to take sedimentary rock off of any of these. Copy settings. Boom. Make sure sedimentary rock is also not in this bucket for whatever the reason this bin is here for. I think we'll just deconstruct it actually. Get rid of that bucket. Okay. So they won't put sedimentary up there anymore. Make sure it's not on this one. I don't want sedimentary being put there. Actually, if there's a huge pile of sedimentary right here somewhere, we could just put another sweeper there. Another sweeper and another conveyor loader. We could stick one over this and just attach it to the same rail. That would probably be a lot quicker than like moving all that material. But we do need to enable it to be moved, so we can set this one to just sedimentary rock and just let them get it from wherever they get it from. That's a lot easier, but it means we've got to convert all of them over to this new system, which we have got an awful lot of it. I thought most of it was there, but it isn't. Right, so let's see. Thing actually working? What's happening? Oh yeah, it's working all right. Sweeping it out. What's it coming out at? 48 degrees. So if we run that up into this tank and then back down to the thing, we can just cool it down and we can run it through this new wall we're about to build. We can run our yeah. How much do we have? Materials. What have we got? Aluminium ore. We've got a lot more cobalt. Let's make it out of cobalt. So then it can come up here with this system here. Yep. And it can come up into the... We want it to go that high. No, maybe not. We'll go this high. Down, back round. Cancel that bit there. And then we'll line it up with this spot here. We'll come straight down through there. There. Cancel this piece. That should cool it down. That'll actually help not need to run the tepidizer so much. Because this will burst in the pipes at this temperature. So cold it'll burst the pipes. So we'd have to warm it up in order to pipe it anywhere. I'll put a lead bucket there just to make it easier for them to run and get stuff when they need it. I'd rather be building that first, right? Yeah, can you build that first? I think that I've done a bunch of other stuff first as well. Never mind. What we need is plumbing. That's the one I want. I want the one that is automation controlled. And we'll make it out of iron. Yeah, iron's fine, I guess. Right. So that will do. We'll have to connect this automation wire to that somehow. We've got to get to it. Now, what's the easiest way to go? We'll go along here to there. We can't put a bridge here, and yeah, we could actually put a bridge there. I was going to say another bridge there, but we wouldn't need one. We could just do that. So that's the easiest way to do it. It's not very clean looking to me. I'd rather go round so that when people are looking at it, they can figure out what's going on. So, yeah, I'll probably get rid of that and come, say, just because it's more visual. We're not tight for space, so there's no reason to be sort of like finicky about the space. We can get rid of that block we put in to get rid of the gas. It's just vanished. That gas is gone. This is nice for keeping all our batteries nice and cold, but if this floods up to this height, we're in trouble, so we do need to run it and use some of this water. This system should work pretty good. We can make this, say, I don't know, 1,000 grams a second. Lower it. Yep. And then when this triggers, this will trigger first. That's why that's got to be after it. Otherwise, if this triggers after it, the pipe will be full of 10k at the time when it triggers. So you'll get a big blob, maybe even 2 actually. 2 packets of full size. What is that? Regolith. Oh, that's fine. Regolith can stay. So, yeah, we'll get this built slowly and surely. And that can start adding water into here. And instead of cooling this down so much, we'll just speed the system right up and let relatively hot material come up here, run through the cold liquid, which will save us the cost of heating it to warm it up, so that it doesn't burst in the pipes when we pump it down into here. So we're using a petroleum loop from this tank from brine down here to actually make this solidify by running that through there. It's totally passive heat transfer. It drops a bit of chill in here, drops a bit, gains heat technically here. Takes the heat from here and drags it all the way up and just drops it into this tank of brine. Goes back into the tank where the temperature is averaged, and it's managed to get down to 9 degrees. And it comes out, the tank goes round and does it all again. Comes down here at 9 degrees, runs through here. By the time it gets out the other end, it's 17 degrees. And then it drops a little bit of chill. I was hoping to switch it around so it would run in reverse. So it runs its chill into here first. But if we're just going to basically bypass this and just ship it out, I mean, I'm not going to ship it out really hot as it comes out of here. That middle bit is like, it's only 52 this time. It was about 80 last time. So yeah, we can sweep it out of here, send it up, follow up this edge. Why are you waiting iron? Yeah, that's cancel iron. Iron will be waiting forever. I think we'll make it out of make it out of good old lead. Then you can make it really important rating, can't you? Make it out of lead. We got to figure out how to automate this section once we've done that. Because I basically want it to run one side through this and send it over to Lavini, the main home planet. And then when this side stops, it switches over to this side and runs this side all automatically. I don't want the dupes to have to do anything, or I don't want to have to come in here and cut pipes and reconnect them. Because that's just silly to me. That just seems wrong. So yeah, at the moment it runs when it runs, and it runs into both sections. I'd rather it just sort of ran, and then when that's like too low or something, this side kicks in. Then when this side's too low, it kicks back to this side. I don't know. But we've got to make sure we start using this water, otherwise our battery bank will overflow. Now we do need a bit of extra power here too. Now I don't really want to power this section, so I'm probably actually better off powering it like that. Yeah, we'll snip that off. Just for now, until we've decided how we're doing this. Because if we're going to do both sides, and they both need this tepidizer, that's 960 watts each. So, I mean, we're not really using it. It's got up to 7 degrees or whatever that was, 6.5. 7.5 there. So it doesn't need it because it's running this. But it's only getting that temperature while this volcano is erupting, because it's where it's transferring the heat from. When that's not erupting, this will get pretty cold here. And that will kick in. That tepidizer will need to run. Same for this side. We'll be running hot sulfur across it. Yeah, sulfur. We'll be running hot sulfur over this area. So that should depart some of its heat into this area and stop us having to use the tepidizer as much, because some of the heat will be dropped in here. In fact, we'll probably be better off bringing this kind of across there where the pump is and down, and then wherever we want to drop it. Yeah, probably be better to drop its temperature here. I'll let them build the rest of it, but for now that'll probably be the best area to drop its heat in, this area where the pump is and everything. So yeah, I couldn't see that bit on that screen. I was like, where's it disappearing to? So yeah, so it comes in here and it will drop its heat here in this section where we need it, which hopefully means that thermo sensor won't need to turn on the tepidizer, because they're expensive to run. We could power the tepidizer slightly separately though, because what we could do with the power wires, we could have the tepidizer on a separate power line, both of them, so that when one is on, the other one is always off on a flip-flop circuit. Which would be something along the lines of a power line here, tepidizer this end, and then a power shut-off on both sides. And then the power would come in and power both of them, but you have automation that just has one on and then the other one. So you just have your automation wire going to a NOT gate. That one is on, that one is off, and the same reverse. You know, you actually probably power it from this side. Yeah, well, not power it, but automate it from one side to the other. So you would just have a NOT gate in the middle, something like that. Doesn't have to be on the wire; it could be anywhere. If this one's on, this one's off, and then have a reverse one, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, there's ways and means around it. Cancel that because I don't actually need them to come and build it. That's what will happen. Let's get back to Lavini and see if this is actually looking good. I think this system is looking good. I want to delete this. One's asleep again. I bet that's Devon having a nap. Yeah, make sure you delete that. Delete that automation wire too, please. Place a tile there. Sweep up all the junk. That's Ashcan for you. Doing all the sweeping. Want another critter feeder right there. You can't reach that from there, can you, Ashcan? Make sure this is locked then. I don't want anyone getting up there. You can go through that one in case any of this needs working on. I don't want you reaching any of the sedimentary. No. Right, I'm gonna copy settings from this one. On a 1. So, oh, Camille, we got the slowest person in the universe building it. Come on, Camille. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Come on. Get things cracking. You know you want to. Yeah, I think that would also work better with the second line of input. That there is plenty of material. The sweeper should be able to put... I didn't see you hiding behind there, sedimentary rock. Is there some on this one as well? The sweeper can pick it up. Okay, good. Right, we'll deconstruct that. There'll be a wire there as well. We get rid of you. We'll see if... how much that needs to be. You can go to there. And you can sweep up all this crap. Come on. What we'll do is we'll move the hatches from down here. And this one. See, that's up to 8 now. Good. We'll move them up for these two while we mess around with this one. That's now saying it's not a stable because there's a tile missing. But yeah, we need to mess around with this limit reach, this total. I don't know how much to put in. I thought this system was pretty good at the beginning. While the sedimentary, while it was igneous, and it's coming from a volcano, I kind of foolishly assumed that the volcano would make so much you'd never catch up, you know? Not the case. Not the case at all. I thought it would have no trouble feeding all these Right, so what I want to do now is I want to set that to level 9. I copy that. I'll set it on these two. But they get moved up there. I'm going to set this on an 8. This one on an 8. I'm going to go order angle surplus. 0 critters, please. So those 3 should be moved out and took up the top. The drowning trap area should be on an 8. Yeah. So as long as this is on a 9, it's the primary place to take them. And these are the correct size rooms again. They're 96 tiles, so they should be able to take the full 8. These guys should automatically be wrangled out of here. I shouldn't have to do it myself. Should come and wrangle them out. I don't think that's been working correctly though. Because in other places where I've used a similar thing, it's not worked right. But that's the theory. It should now be wrangled out of here. I might also just snip that automation wire. It doesn't keep dropping in any more food for them. Sedimentary rock. Although I think that system would work very well. Only if you've got access to a resource that you want to feed them. You don't use for anything else. Ashcan, you having a nap, mate? What's the matter? You've got a nice bedroom. Why don't you go and sleep in it? This thing. You put it in and then afterwards you have nothing but sleeping dupes everywhere. Oh my word. Look at this room. Echoes are out of control again. No, that one. Boom. Go and have fun. Murderizing. I should definitely put a sweeper in that room. Yeah, I should. There's going to be a lot of meat in there. And that's unfair. That meat is going to just not be taken, probably. Most likely. They won't bother moving it. Because the old guy's busy making stuff. What's he making? Does it tell you what he's making? Cooking cooked seafood. Yeah, making a lot of seafood, but he's not making any barbecue anymore. Our barbecue has dropped badly. Need the barbecue to keep the surf and turf coming in. Yeah, this room needs a sweeper so I can drop the meat directly in there so it doesn't go off. Otherwise, all that meat's just going to go off. I'd given up adding more machines to this room because it's like, you know, no chockers with stuff, but we could easily put a sweeper here and a conveyor loader if we can power them. Shipping. Auto sweeper. Yeah, the killing would probably still be done manually. Conveyor loader can go anywhere here because that will automatically add to the fridge. It's just a case of powering it. Yep, we can power off of there. What's this one? 9. Yeah, that should be okay. It'll still be a manual come in and shoot them all kind of deal. But there's a full stack of meat there. 38,000 rations here. They're doing rations and calories and all sorts of weird things. I think my modem might be messing around doing a reset or something. A mushroom been added to the grill. We should be coming in to get some more meat materials. Yeah, build these things, please. And we can set the put the meat in the fridge. Ellie can't build it. She's just going to stand there like a lemon. Let's see. Have these guys been wrangled out? And they've been put in the top one. Excellent. Nice. Let's do a similar thing here. Auto wrangle surplus. And they should be taken up to those two as well. So then we can start messing around in here. Doing similar weird things. I'm going to put one there. Put one there. Yeah, I'm also going to cut off this automation wire here as well. I want to add a bit of steel to there. This will be a bit easier to do because we could have a rail in the top to feed this one and a rail at the bottom to feed this one if we want. Be a bit easier. Or even just a bit of rail there. Not like that, but nice. Tasty steels. Just going past that one. Yeah, so it can go down and feed to this one. We'll, oh no, there is something there, isn't there? So we'll close the chute. We'll deconstruct the chute. Yeah, trick them into an area. I do tend to, good to see you, ATP, as well. I do tend to try putting doors on things, like I did down the bottom here. Put a door there, and in that way you can kind of lock them in and make them do the work. Want done. How are you, ATP? I hope you're well. Hope you're well. I won't be streaming for much longer. I've all been talking for 3.5 hours and my voice is starting to go funny. And it's a save game. It's a 5-cycle save game. Also, thanks to Shattered Raven as well, who's followed while I was offline. Well, that's nice to see. People following just by watching the VODs, not even watching it live. Alright, so that one's been taken. We've got to watch that they don't drop any, because if they get called to lunch, well, they have a critter in hand. That does tend to be a thing that happens. And they're wrangling them all up, carrying them about. So that's why sometimes we get critters dropped down here, because they're on the ladder or the fire pole when they get called to lunch. And boom, that happens. We're going to set this to edible. And we're going to set... we not connect it? Apparently not. So that needs building. Please build that. Once that gets built, all this meat will be swept into the freezer, which will be a lot better, I think. At least it can sit there until someone decides to turn it into... yeah, there's too many jobs on this one. It might be a case of moving the fridge to over there, getting the micro musher moved out of the way, and putting another electric grill in this space. And then it'll be within range of the sweeper, hopefully. Maybe we could move the sweeper along one. Yeah, I tried a mod that was something along the lines of don't drop things on the ladders mod or something, but it didn't work. They still drop things all over the shop. So now these are being moved out of here, we're going to have to place a tile. Yeah, it's a few new options. I haven't seen many more things. I like the showing the ranges on things. That one always did anyway, but these, boom, you can now actually see where they scan space. So you can kind of, and also you can put machinery and they don't care anymore. That's kind of a nice update. Right, so the move here option. Move to, you mean like that, where you can go tell them to go somewhere? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Lindsay. I just made you move there for no reason whatsoever. Right, so what I need to do is I need to feed that piece into there without all of this going. I'm going to snip there. I'm going to reconnect. Ah, you can move a stack of something. I never noticed that. Let me just try that then. Let's go and have a look, because there is a stack of, say, sedimentary rock that I can go move that stack over to there. Ah, that's in range of the sweeper. Get the sedimentary rock and feed it to the critters. So does that stay there now? That symbol. Or does it disappear? Right. Click something there. Oh, it stays there now. Okay. That's their target. Ah, that's kind of useful without having to use containers all the time. Make them move stuff. I don't want that overwritten. You can cancel overwriting that, please. That won't feed until that's got a connection. Like that for now, but that bit won't feed out. And then that drops onto here. So now we need to get rid of this middle one. Righty, everything's going how I want it to. Deconstruct that. Sweep all this junk. Come on. Sweep all the junk. Yeah, there is also sedimentary rock that cancels. Sedimentary rock. It can stay in here, but it'll drop into here, won't it? Yeah. So let's go move that to there as well. Can I pick the same spot? Gonna try. Let's see if we can crash the system already. Build that up. Make a tile there, please. Sweep that out. Do a similar thing here. We'll get rid of that. It will drop in and drop all that sedimentary. So we'll actually move to. Put that up here as well. Boom. Oh, there's already materials there. That's a nice quality of life update. I'm going to read the update after I finish the stream, which won't be long, about 10 minutes. Okay, so they're moving stuff over to there now in range of the sweeper, which is nice. Break that back up, please. Ashcan, can you do that? Yeah, hello. That can now be deconstructed because that's not necessary. Right. I want that bit of steel swept out of here. Get rid of the ladder there, please, and the ladder there, and that conveyor chute can go. I'll need another bit of another bit there. We'll deconstruct. Yeah, we'll deconstruct all of that. It can go. Oh no, don't do that bit. Cancel that bit. Keep that one. Sorry, Ellie. Oh, did I stop you in your tracks there, Ellie? Sorry, you know, I was not intentional. Right, so this conveyor chute needs to go, please. Then we need... Easier to copy paste. I'm going to see if this works. I haven't even really tested the machine yet. I'm going to put one there and put one there. And that means that is actually wrong. Oh well. Yeah, that's wrong. I need snipping. I need a piece there and a piece there. Yeah, I'll bring it out by one because it's more easier to see what's happening. Right. There we go. I think the only way to clear this piece of rail out would be to put a bridge on it. And then it will clear like you used to have to do with the pipes, liquid pipes, conveyor bridge. It's put one there and that should feed through. And we can just deconstruct it. It's not necessary to do that, but I think power-wise, we do need to steal 10 watts of power for these things. They do take a little bit of power. And another couple of these cycle sensors. I'm not going to connect them yet because when they go in, they're on full permanent. They're on full speed ahead. Is not right. Now that insufficient oxygen generation is coming from this tank being empty. And that's not brilliant, but we've got plenty of oxygen, so I'm not worried. There's 15,000 kilos per tile in this room of oxygen, so I'm not going to panic about it anytime soon. And we'll just let this work get done. Make sure this is definitely all locked up. Nobody has access to these, apart from the dupes, apart from these conveyor meters. At the moment, I'm setting to 200, but I'm not sure if that's enough. They all have access to the sedimentary rock feeder. And this one, both at 200, 2000. And they're at a level 1 rating as well, so they're not likely to be done. These now also need to be placed in down here. Boom, like that. We need to remove this ladder because we don't want them having access. We're not having access up here. I'm going to get rid of 3 from the middle there. This one could completely be got rid of because there's full access down here at the moment. What are these made of? Sandstone. And that is our little refurb done to our room. We need this middle one. Once he's got rid of that ladder there. That one got rid of as well, please. Sweep the sandstone off of there because it'll stay there forever and annoy me. Oh, we could tell the sweeper to remove it. Anything in the room you don't want, you just tell the sweeper to remove it because it's got access to everything. Every ledge that is legible. Legible ledges. We can deconstruct now these buildings, yeah. I'll just deconstruct these ladders. And you get rid of that. Sweep it out. And sweep that out. Awesome sauce. Excellent. I love it. Now I want to come up here and copy these because I managed to get it on 0.1 somehow. Copy settings. I want to do the bottom two. Boom, boom. There we go. And we're going to just... Well, yeah, I don't want them all activating at the same time because I think that's a bad idea. That will... At the moment, anyway. That would drain the line too much and then they wouldn't get their full quotient. They're supposed to get. That bridge can now go. Goodbye. That drained that out. So now this can be run as it's supposed to be. There. That's better. It runs through that and into there. You can't see the link very clearly, but it is there. I don't think you can see it at all, actually. Right. So. Oh, crap. That wasn't installed, so that means we need to get into there. Hopefully they can reach that from there. It could be that it is installed and I'm just making it out of a different material. Conveyor meter steel. Conveyor rail. Steel awaiting to be copper ore. Yeah, there is conveyor rail there, it's fine. Okay, good. Right, so that will be set to... When is that set for? Oh, it's about to run, but it wasn't set to anything. Let's set that to 200 units. Make sure that's... Oh, it's just reset. So that should allow 200 units through now, if we connected it. I think that's a good place to connect it there. And then this one, I think this one would look better if it went like that. Now, that's... Is there a... No, that's not connected, that's why. That can run, can't it? No? You not? Ah, that's not not working, is it? I thought that would clear that bit of space out, but it's not done it. Oh well. Thought it would have worked, but it didn't. Now, can I get rid of that there? Will it back up that way? Oh, now it moves. Oh, great. Now I'm going to have 2 rows full. Oh well. That's not what we meant to happen. Yeah, I'm going to just snip that off and let that run like that. This piece will hopefully be moved later. Alright, okay, let's why don't they make rails behave the same like pipes do? Because they fix the pipes, but they never ever fix the rails. So I want to make sure this is set to a similar thing here. Yep. Is there a rail? Nails. You have to. Well, I guess that shows that you can't get down. Right. Ah, nails. He's having a nap on the ladder because someone took that out from behind him. Now, is there an actual conveyor rail there? No. Can you mop? You know, someone's had an incident. And it needs cleaning up. Clean up on aisle 5, please. I'm going to cancel that mop there because I want that mop done. That'll mop in the doorways. Now we've got to come down here and see what else he's done. What a nails. He peed in the sink. Again. Oh, look. Oh, that's fine. It didn't go in the water tanks or anything bad like that. I was dreading. Nope, didn't go anywhere bad. You're lucky, Nails. I might send Nails to space next episode. Right. So we have changed the automation system now. Every day, for a little blip, this will just fire to send a reset to this sensor. Actually, it's better to see. There you go. There's the reset. And you can set that to however much food I think they're going to eat. There's no food up here, but this thing is full. I'm thinking it needs to be a bit higher, but over time we'll see what that needs to be. Or someone could work out how much one of these hatches eats in a day in one cycle and multiply that by 8. And that's how much you want to set that to. Hopefully that's because this goes up to 500 is the max per thing. If it's more than 500, then you could just add 2 cycle sensors, pulse it twice a day to however much food they eat in one cycle. You'd half it, and if that works out to less than 500, that's perfect. Then you can set it to the right amount, but I think I'm just gonna. I'm not going to use any what's it called? I'm not going to use any of this sedimentary rock for anything else. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do it like that. Now the problem would occur is if this one fires at the same time as this one, then this line is going to already be depleted when this line fires, so it might not run as smoothly as I'd like. It should still put the right amount of material through, but it would be a bit slower. But I don't think that's altogether bad, as long as it runs. So then you have your input line, and it would send off to this one and to this one. So 50% goes to these two. The other 50% goes straight down here and goes to these two, which is quite nice. I think that should work out lovely. Should theoretically work out an even spread. But yeah, you never know with this game. I'm going to trigger this again. Reset. Trigger this one and reset. And let's just... yeah, see, the flow is limited. There's a big empty space here. While the flow is going through that way. It shouldn't matter because that is still reset. What are you doing? Don't feed it yourself, you muppet. It's on a 1. It is literally on a 1. I wish there was an option to just say no dupe interaction. Just no, not allowed. But then there isn't. So yeah, that's the system altered slightly now. Instead of having a weight plate and just dropping it down and closing the vent when there's a certain weight, we are now doing it this way. So we will copy settings. These two now. And yeah, on certain items there are, but not on the items you want to use it on, like this thing. There's no option at all to do anything on this. It's just, you can change the amount down from 2,000, but you can't say robots only or no dupes or something, whatever. You're not allowed. There's no choice for that. Oh, mod version, yeah. Well, fair enough with the mod version, yeah. I'm going to take out these ladders. And we're going to make sure they got no access. We're going to make sure these doors are locked. So they can't reach where the material will land. There's no way of them getting to it. I'm going to keep maybe this top one open so that we can put a ladder there. So if any of this needs working on, we can modify it if we want to. Similar up here. I think we can leave. But then again, this one's on the edge. So these are locked anyway. Just to prevent a dupe in a suit from coming down. But As long as these ladders are got rid of, then a dupe in a suit shouldn't be a problem up there. They can still come in and do things if they need to make anything there. As long as they can't get down, you're alright. You can stand up there in a suit. They probably need to be here, actually. We'll be able to do that one. Let's go deconstruct buildings. Yeah, get rid of those two. Please, Ruby. Thank you very much. Let's check. Yep, that should now be set. Those are set to... Well, I've set them to different parts of the day, but I don't think it's wholly necessary. Because the meter will still let the right amount through. All I'd like to see is a little crumb up here. So you know that there's some got through and the rest of it's in the machine. There you go. So then we can sweep out all this crap. I like it to be all sorted out so that when the next batch of hatches come in, and now they're all being fed, they should. There's a bunch in the nursery now. That's all nice to see. And there's even a few Sweetles in here getting fed from the critter feeder. Might get rid of one of these grooming stations. I think I'll make it a 7. Yeah. The hatches and the Jovols are the more important ones to groom. So that should hopefully see our barbecue levels going back up again because they're plummeting really badly. And I still don't even... I see Pacu fillet, but I don't see any surf and turf at all. As soon as it gets made, though, I think they eat it. The moment it's made, I go, ooh, surf and turf. I'll have some of that. So let's see if we can start building our farm back up of our stone hatches. As of next episode, that should slowly increase. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I thank you very much for watching. Please drop a subscribe or a like if you can. If you're watching this on VODs later on, hello. I always wave when I say hello. Hello. No, I know you can't see me waving, but I'm like, hello. Wee. So if you're watching this on VODs later on, hi, please. Maybe you can join me live next time. I know I haven't got a schedule up yet, but no, we're working on that. So I thank you all for watching. I'll see if I can find someone to raid out. And thanks for coming. Cheers.
Back up there and res. Look, we're gonna fix it eventually. We will. Trust me.
Wait, what happened? Did he...
Couldn't find flint, so I died to heat.
Oh no. It's not letting me
Close
connect.
that window. You're letting all the stank out.
That's weird. Hey Marco, what's going on? Thank you so much for the heckin' raid, man. I hope you're having a good day. What's happening?